I'm a fish boy who skates for Team X Blades with a leprechaun who plays basketball. Come to my smart house, meet my alien sister. Don't come hungry, because I'll bet my mom can't cook. Hi everyone, and welcome to Mom Can't Cook, a DCOM podcast. I am teen pop sensation Andy Farrant, and my new single, Pieces of Andy, is dropping soon on the iTunes. Get involved.
And I'm your other host of Mom Can't Cook, Luke Westaway, and I'm not going to do any funny bits or skits or goofs or spoofs until I get the apology from Andy that I deserve.
Sorry. All right, let's move on without finding out what that was about.
Yeah, well, you don't even know what you're apologising for, do you?
Yeah, but I probably don't need to, do I? It's probably something stupid.
Okay. Well, do you want to tell the listeners what I've been receiving in my inbox, Slack messages, WhatsApp regularly through the last week? You want to tell people what you've done?
I mean, you're going to have to be more specific. I send you a lot of Lawrence Brothers related Instagram posts.
Yeah, you do.
I send you a lot of good memes. Well, those that you don't reply to.
A lot of those things just I sort of smile at them and then they slide off my brain and it's all fine. But
are you talking about how I keep tricking you into listening to the music from Jumping Ship?
Yes, I'm talking about how you keep tricking me into listening to the music from Jumping Ship.
Okay,
what else would I be talking about? What? There's no other way you've been torturing me this week.
In my defense, it's very funny.
Okay, Andy will sort of send me a message with it seems really important, like, does this sound okay? I think the mic is broken or something, and then I'll hit play, and it's
Okay, right. Luke, I'm sorry. I have prepared a statement.
Okay.
An apology statement.
Yes.
I've given it to our editor.
Okay.
Who is now going to play.
Yeah, I think I know what this statement's going to be.
I think you might be surprised, Luke. So here is my heartfelt apology in audio form.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised.
You fell for it again, you idiot. You clown.
Okay. Right. This time we're doing Stuck in the Suburbs.
Yeah.
Which is a film that I think is fairly tight and coherent, more or less, and then unravels into a series of very long bicycle chases in its final act, which honestly I was relieved at because it meant that I didn't have to take so many notes. I could just write down another long bicycle chase happens here.
Another long musical montage. There's two long musical montages, which is great. It's like you get to catch your breath.
Yeah, I know.
Go and fetch a cup of tea.
Well, and luckily they're the exact same montage, just played twice.
Yeah. Oh, so good.
Anyway, we'll get into it. Shall we hear the Disney promo for Stuck in the Suburbs?
Yeah, let's see what Disney thought this film was.
Next, he's got it all. The fame.
There he is!
The talent. The adoring fans.
Good morning, Jordan.
The only thing that he's missing.
My whole life is on that thing.
Is his cell phone.
This is Jordan Cahill's phone.
He wants all of his hair cut off. And voila!
Stuck in the Suburbs, a Disney Channel original movie. Coming up next on Disney Channel.
So regardless of what Disney thinks, what this film actually is about a teen girl called Brittany, who is lucky enough to swap phones with a pop star.
Yeah.
A genuine bona fide A-lister pop star.
Pop star sensation.
Jordan Cahill.
Jordan Cahill.
So should we crack on? Because it won't be long before we're talking about Jordan.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I feel like that's probably going to be the bulk of the podcast.
So the film kicks off with some 2004 pop music. We get a montage of magazine covers featuring this pop idol, Jordan Cahill.
Yes.
All of these magazine covers look like they were made in about 4 seconds using MS Paint.
Yeah, they are varying levels of attention to detail of pop icon magazines.
They're so good. So they've clearly got like 6 stock photos of sort of young people.
Yes.
And they use the same 6 photos of these people on every cover of these magazines.
Yeah.
And they're all called things like Michelle and Derek.
Yeah.
They've got like headlines that say things like, he's got a new tour coming to you. Tons of Jordan pics to decorate your locker. Michelle, why she rocks. Derek is hyped about his new music.
It's not very convincing.
It's not very good. One of the box outs says Brenda Song, which is, it's not a headline, it's just a cast member. So sometimes...
I didn't spot spot that. That's amazing.
Sometimes they're doing the cast in the magazine. Sometimes they're just titles on screen.
Can you imagine them pitching that to Brenda? Be like, oh, and Brenda, keep an eye out because we've put a special treat, a little Easter egg in for the attentive fans.
The magazines are called things like Star-Studded.
Yeah.
One is called Exploit Magazine, which is a little on the nose.
Yeah, yeah, it is. There's another one later called Issues Magazine, which I really like.
My favourite headline on any of these magazines is the one from Exploit Magazine.
Yeah.
It says, Jordan tells all, Jordan Cahill covers all topics in our very exclusive interview.
Aardvark. I have no strong opinions on the aardvark, although I've seen one once in a zoo and it looked at me.
Derek talks about string theory. Derek details the processes involved in yogurt production. All topics.
All topics.
Yeah.
These are all topics covered by DCOMs. You don't need to read this magazine.
That's true.
So we do get the impression that this Jordan Cahill is a really big deal in the teen pop sensation world, despite, I would say, looking roughly 34 years old. Now, I looked this up.
He's got like persistent 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, he does. So I looked this up. The actor who played Jordan, whose name is
Taron Killam.
Thank you.
Was a Saturday Night Live cast member.
Oh.
Went on to be. And he's married to Kobe Smulders from the Marvel films.
Wow, pretty cool. So, yeah, at the time of making this film was in his early 20s. So I'm pretty sure his extremely aged appearance is completely down to the hair they've given him. This is not the time to talk about the hair.
No. There'll be a lot of hair talk.
There's going to be a
great
great deal of hair talk.
Huge amount of hair talk.
So anyway, this montage ends and we see an ordinary suburban street. Boy, this could be anywhere in America, although this film was largely filmed around New Orleans, I think. We see an exhausted-looking mother driving a people carrier full of teen girls, all in soccer uniform in the back.
They're all gossiping and yakking away on the back seat.
And one of them is Brittany, and all the other girls are just loving her new shoes.
They're one of a kind. Absolutely nobody here has them.
Oh, you're so lucky.
So whatever you're imagining for these shoes, stop imagining that. They're the ugliest pair of flip-flops I've ever seen in my entire life. The girls flip out and lose their mind.
It's like a flip-flop that you've sort of stuck a pom-pom to.
Yeah.
It's like a flip-flop you've thrown at a Christmas tree.
Yeah, exactly. It's a pair of Havanas, however you pronounce that.
Yeah.
That you've stuck a fake flower onto with super glue.
Yeah.
And you can't understand why your Etsy store is doing so badly.
These exclusive shoes.
They're one of a kind. Absolutely nobody here has them.
I mean, thank God.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So the mom pulls up at... the mom then stops the car at a random house and says to all the girls in the back, hey, is this anybody's house? They all say no, and with a sort of gaunt expression and a desperate sigh, she drives off again, visibly sinking into a deep despair. This isn't Brittany's mom. I'm not really sure what the joke is here. I think it's just that...
I think what this is meant to underline is how like similar everything in the suburbs is. It's like all the houses look the same, everything's the same.
That's it.
There's nothing sort of distinguishing or interesting about where they live.
Yes. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's what they're going for. So, eventually, they do drop Brittany off, and despite the very sad and tired car mother's protestations, all the girls bail out of the car and sprint into Brittany's house because it's almost 4 p.m. This exhausted mother exchanges a look with the woman who we assume is Brittany's mother, and indeed
something is happening at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
As this is happening on the screen, we get a credit saying this film is directed by Savage Steve Holland, who's got to be like a pro wrestler film director.
Ooh, yeah, brother, I'm gonna direct this film for the Disney Channel, yeah.
Could there be a scene where Brittany gets put through a table?
Let me lay this on you, brother. There's a scene where Jordan Cahill gets put through a table in the steel cage, brother.
This jabroni Jordan Cahill. He's been talking trash.
Okay, everyone, that's lunch. See you in an hour.
Man, I love Savage Steve Holland.
Brenda, that was fantastic, but let's take it from the top, and I want to see 10% more this time.
Tonight,
and also put Brittany through a table this time.
In this very film.
Anyway, that made me laugh for about 10 solid minutes.
Yeah, I wrote that in capital letters, directed by Savage Steve Holland. So,
the girls all crowd onto the sofa. A little brother is there playing a video game.
His name is Cooper.
Yeah, get out of here, Cooper, they say. No way, I still have 3 levels, says the boy. Here, says Brittany, She shoots something, it explodes, and that apparently beats 3 levels of the game.
Yeah, Cooper says that he's been trying to finish this for 3 months.
Yeah.
Didn't think to press the button that shoots the thing and explodes it.
Okay, so this game, I just want to describe what it looks like.
Yeah, okay.
There's an empty alleyway.
Yes.
There are 2 blue balls on the sort of HUD
Yeah.
in the bottom right of the screen. There's some sort of cylinder with wheels. It's a car, maybe, in the bottom right.
Yep.
There's something green floating on the left.
Yes.
When Brittany presses the button, concentric blue circles appear on the green thing. They don't emerge from the car.
Right.
They just appear on the green thing, and then the green thing blows up, and that was 3 levels of the game.
Yeah, I mean, that constitutes another 3 months of work for Cooper. Trying to maneuver these shapes into the right order that will make something explode.
It's like if you explained video games to an artist in like the 1700s.
Yes.
And then said, right, now paint what that is.
This is how video games look and have always looked to my grandparents, I think.
Yes.
When they look at the screen, this is what they're seeing.
Right. If you gave your grandmother a copy of Blender and said, right, now render me a scene from a video game.
Yeah, and she'd probably say, Luke, I'm really tired. I didn't work all those years to have to learn Blender in my frail dotage.
Luke, when will you get a real job?
Well, maybe when you inspire me with your good blending.
Anyway, the game is now complete because of the green thing blew up. So the remote is passed, and now Music Update is on the TV.
Oh, man. I love the in-universe TV show Music Update so much because it is hosted by a presenter who honestly treats his MTV-style job of delivering pop music news updates like he's a war correspondent. He delivers everything so seriously.
Solemnly.
Yes.
He's also one of the, I think he's one of the models from the magazines in the opening.
Oh, I mean, when you've paid an actor, you may as well use all of their face and, get them for the covers and stuff.
What's up, solemnly says this man. Next up is the premiere of Jordan Cahill's new video. The girls scream, the brother passes out from the pain. The mums are losing their will to live.
Exploding on the scene after being voted as America's national icon, Jordan dropped 1, 2, 3 #1 singles in a row. Now he's going for number 4 with Make a Wish.
We're told more about Jordan. He exploded onto the scene after being voted as America's national icon. So I guess he was voted America's national icon.
Beating the eagle.
Beating the eagle. Yeah. Beating Abraham Lincoln.
People are now getting full back tattoos of Jordan Cahill in front of the Stars and Stripes.
This is so confusing to me because it says he exploded onto the scene after being voted America's national icon.
Well,
so he was voted America's national icon while an unknown.
Well, I mean, that's quite an upset. You would, I mean, that would make him quite famous, wouldn't it?
They say later in the film that he was like a struggling musician playing in basements. So it's like America's national icon. This guy who plays music in a basement.
This guy who struggles to play music in a basement, aged 14, I guess we have to assume.
Yeah. He dropped 3 #1 singles in a row, and now he's going for number 4 with Make a Wish.
Make a Wish.
The girls are losing their minds.
And now we see Jordan's music video for Make a Wish. The music video is scenes of Jordan and what looks like a hostage. It's a confused-looking girl who's with him. And here's what happens in this music video. Jordan and the girl are on a roller coaster.
She looks about 12 years old. He looks about charitably 25.
Yeah, they are together on a roller coaster.
Yep, she's leaning really far away from him on the roller coaster.
She's trying to bail out. Then we see them both at a birthday party on a lawn. Then we see them both on a carousel. Then we see them on the roller coaster again. Mm-hmm. Then we see them on a carousel. Then we see them at the birthday party. Clearly the available resources.
Yeah, they saw over to the roller coaster and there was no line. So they were like, oh, let's go again. Let's go again while the line's short. The girls are sort of dancing along to the music video in the lounge, and then they run up the sofa and sort of ride it down.
Even though, it's a new video, right? It's like, here's the new music video, and they know all the steps.
Yeah, well, they probably detailed the steps in Exploit magazine or something.
Oh, yeah. No, that's fair enough. I do believe that is actually a thing that happened. So, they do a synchronized dance to it. They jump and tip over the sofa, like Singing in the Rain. That's a hip reference the kids will understand.
Yep. They collapse in a laughing heap. Mum is not impressed.
So later on, in Brittany's house, Mum is going round, she's doing homework checks. She has 3 children. Mm-hmm. First, she checks on the littlest one, this is Cooper. She catches him dancing around, I think.
To Jordan Cahill.
To the music of Jordan Cahill.
And playing a Game Boy.
Yeah, she takes away his Game Boy Advance SP and folds it up. Then she goes to check on the oldest child. This is Jessie.
Yeah.
Jessie is a smart nerd.
Yep.
She is working hard and diligently in doing her homework, but she is annoyed at the noise coming through the wall.
Jessie is a redundant character who may as well not be in this film, so don't worry too much about Jessie.
Yeah. Cooper, on the other hand, we're going to have a lot to say about.
Oh, yeah.
Brittany's room, when Mum goes to check on Brittany, is a shrine to Jordan, a religious-grade shrine.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan posters of varying levels of attention to detail cover every available surface. Brittany is in her room and she is playing an acoustic guitar and she is working on her music. She's working on a song. She's stuck on the lyric, "The door is closed on."
Yep, but she doesn't know what the door is closed on.
Yeah, she doesn't know what the door is being closed on. This is how songwriting occurs.
Yeah.
Her mum quizzes her on this, like, why are you doing this instead of your homework? And thinking quick, Brittany says that what she's writing is a mnemonic device to remember her homework, and that the door is closed on is a trick to remembering the states that ratified the little-known, she looks at Issue magazine, Beyoncé amendment.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a local newspaper or something,
Yes.
and we get a shot of it. And clearly, in the days of standard definition television,
Have you also transcribed what's on this?
I haven't transcribed it, but I can tell you that the text is sort of cut off horizontally in the middle of it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't finish the lines. But you can make out what it's saying, which is that Beyoncé played for some local students.
Yeah.
She played to 500 people for 2.5 hours and then signed autographs for all of them.
Yeah.
Which, okay,
Also, in this unbelievable Beyoncé concert. Yeah, it says, multi-talented artist wants to promote art, music and theatre in education. There is no image accompanying this. So Beyoncé did a concert for 500 people and no one thought to take a picture. It says, Beyoncé hosted a charity event in town that brought together the entire community. And this is the bit that I'm stuck on. Beyoncé was invited by city officials to entertain the audience.
Yeah.
And apparently said yes.
Well,
so if you're the mayor of a small town, just drop Beyoncé a line. She will come and perform for free to school children.
To 500 people for 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
Like, a regular Beyonce concert isn't 2.5 hours.
You wouldn't get that at the O2, would you?
No, you wouldn't get 2.5 solid hours of Beyonce. So I was like, okay, they must have paid Beyonce to appear at this thing. They must have funneled the city's money into this. So I looked up how much it would cost.
All of the city's money, I imagine. Yeah, how much did it cost? How much?
Okay, so I looked up how much it would cost to hire Beyonce for a private concert.
Yeah.
I found a Forbes article.
Okay.
And apparently Beyonce headlined the launch of the Atlantis the Royal Hotel in Dubai.
Okay.
She played an hour-long set.
Okay.
And she was paid $24 million.
So
for a 2.5 hour set, we're looking at...
So double that.
We're looking at,
should we call
48...
it... Well.
$60 million for a 2.5 hour set.
Shall we be charitable, though? Because that's the fee that Beyonce commands now. This was 2004.
2004 is the year after Crazy in Love came out.
Oh, damn, you're right. You're right. Beyonce wasn't any less famous in 2004.
She was at the peak. The peak.
So, in fact, maybe we should up that figure. Should we call it 100 million?
$100 million.
Bearing in mind, there is an hour of autographing. An hour. Every single person there gets a meet and greet with...
She's not getting through 500 people in an hour.
No, I don't think so. All right, so this local town, just file away, has recently spent $100 million on a Beyonce concert.
On a Beyonce concert for
500 students. And no one thought to take a picture of it happening. So anyway, Mum is not convinced. She picks up a booklet that is a notebook full of Brittany's lyrics, and then she reads her daughter's lyrics aloud. Brittany somehow survives this, even though it would kill me.
She reads the lyrics, and they say, "The door is closed on my dreams. Life is being lived far away."
Mum, don't read Brittany's lyrics. She'll die. You can't do this.
So the mum reads these lyrics and she's like, "Wow, these are depressing lyrics, Brittany. Are you really this unhappy?" Brittany slumps on the bed. At this point, we get a shot of her computer monitor, which is surrounded by orange fur.
Yes.
And has a picture of Jordan Cahill with lank hair hanging down that honestly looks like he's about to crawl out of it like Sadako.
Brittany, are you really that unhappy?
Mom. Must you be so dramatic? It's just a song. Ever heard of a little thing called teen angst? Please don't give me sad mom eyes. Okay, fine. Do I want to be here, where nothing but nothing ever happens? No. Or do I want to be out there, where exciting things are always happening? Yes, hardly a secret.
And yet, I'm the one accused of being dramatic.
So the lyrics are, "The door is closed on my dreams, life is being lived far away." That doesn't sound that sad to me.
Well, she says the door is closed. Not the door is closing. So it's like,
that's it. Life is over. So Brittany confesses to her mum that she doesn't want to be stuck here in the suburbs where nothing ever happens. And mum says, hey, well, if you're looking for something to do, why don't you help me in my Save Ashbrook project?
Yeah.
This Ashbrook is a 100-year-old house that nobody wants.
And she's like, oh, Brittany, you could help me in my quest to save the house. Brittany doesn't want to do that, but they do reach a compromise. Brittany will pretend her existence isn't soul-crushing.
Okay.
That's it. That's the compromise. It's a deal.
Hey, Brittany, maybe just pretend to be happy and eventually you will be.
Brittany's like, deal, Mum. Sounds good. Then the phone mercifully rings. Something called Chatterbox is sending Brittany 1 million instant messages.
That's Chatterbox with 2 X's, IM fans.
And they're all messages about Jordan coming to town.
The film does this thing that it does a few times where it sort of switches rapidly into split screen to convey the nerve center rapid messaging of teen girls communicating hot Jordan news.
Yeah, and then they tell 2 friends, and they tell 2 friends, and so forth.
Exactly.
So it turns out that Jordan Cahill is coming to town to shoot his new music video.
Why? It's never explained. So the next day at school, Brittany's friend comes up to her and says, hey, you know those cool shoes that you have that we all loved? And Brittany's like, yeah, they're only available from this little store in New York, and my aunt got them for me, says Brittany. And the friend says, well, guess what? That store, has a website.
Mm-hmm. What?
And now everyone has ordered Brittany's special shoes online. So even Brittany's shoes, the last bastion of uniqueness in her world of sameness, which isn't a word, but this film is going to insist continually that sameness is a word.
At this point, Brittany is dressed. We had a scene of her getting dressed in a way that hopefully would encourage Jordan to put her in his music video earlier. So she's wearing like double denim and a crop top, and she's like trying to dress all cool for the music video. Did you ever have anything happen in your hometown where you're like, oh, maybe if I look cool, I'll get in?
Oh, that's a great question. Nope. No, nothing happened in my hometown. How about you?
When I was like quite young, sort of primary school, I was about 7 or something. Like a TV weatherman came to our school to like judge a contest about something.
Oh, that's good.
And like whenever he was nearby, I was like, oh, I'll know what I'll do. And I started like talking about the weather.
Trying to horn in on his racket.
Well, no, what I was hoping would happen would be if I'm like, oh, it's getting a bit cold now. Must be a cold front.
He's like, hey, you've got something special, kid.
Yeah. He'd be like, what if we had a show called Kid Weatherman?
You remind me of myself.
Yeah.
When I was just getting my start standing around in a field commenting on what the weather was doing right now.
Oh, sure, it was my passion. But I never knew I could turn it into a career.
But Andy, the weatherman doesn't say what the weather is doing now.
I know that now. I was 7.
Oh, that's really sweet.
I was imagining the sort of the Kid Weatherman show. It would be really good.
And to be fair, the weatherman doesn't have to go out himself and figure out what the weather is. Someone tells him and he puts it into digestible information.
Well, I didn't know that either. I thought the weatherman had to know what the weather was.
Yeah, he grabs you by the lapels. Oh, so you think you know the weather, do you?
Yeah, what's the weather doing right now?
What's going to happen in Newcastle in 4 days' time?
Bit cold. Damn, this kid's good.
Is it getting a bit colder or warmer? Bit colder. Holy shit! He's got the X Factor.
He's got it. He has the gift. The one of prophecy.
Mr. and Mrs. Farrant, I wish to buy your son and take him away with me to the Mage School of Weather Prediction.
He will become my apprentice.
You will not see him again for 14 years.
He will live and work in the Citadel of Weathermen.
But once you cross that bridge to the isolated fortress of Weathermen, you may never return to your old life.
I understand. It'll stop him talking about the weather, at least.
Oh, that's brilliant, Andy. That's such a lovely mental image. I love that. It makes me wish that something had happened to me when I was young, but it didn't.
Nothing happened to Luke.
Dave Benson Phillips came to our school.
No one knows who that is, though.
No, that's the problem, unfortunately. Okay, so
we cut to the lockers. All the girls have Jordan's picture in
yes.
them. Good morning, Jordan, they all say, and blow him a kiss.
Yeah, they do a synchronized kiss blow to their Jordan locker pictures.
Good morning, Jordan.
Suddenly, a door swings open, and in confidently strides a new girl at the school.
Whoa.
Her name is Natasha. She's dressed like an extra in an Avril Lavigne music video. She's played by the actress Brenda Song, who is actually very good. She was in The Quarry recently, the video game.
Really?
Yeah, she was good.
Oh, wow. She has a decom all to herself, right?
Which we are definitely going to do because it rules, called Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior.
Yeah, oh my God, I'm looking forward to that one so much. But here she's playing Natasha.
She has a soccer ball bag, white pleather knee-high boots, a wind machine is constantly blowing on her.
She comes in like a sort of tornado to this small suburban town, and Brittany is immediately smitten.
She's like, whoa, this girl is so cosmopolitan.
Yeah.
She doesn't know who Jordan Cahill is. The other girls can't believe.
Yeah. That's how cosmopolitan she is.
Yeah.
She doesn't know about the biggest pop star in America.
That's right. She's been living in Europe off and on for the last couple of years, she explains.
Yeah.
So I guess Jordan's pop stylings haven't penetrated the European market.
Well, yeah, we're still, it's 2004. We're still, stuck in.
We're still loving David Hasselhoff.
Yeah. Get down off that wall, David. Your time is done.
Brittany is immediately enamoured. Natasha, all the girls have ponytails in, and Natasha says, apparently ponytails are back while the shade sound effect from RuPaul's Drag Race plays. I'll have to make a note of that.
And Brittany hurriedly pulls out her ponytail. So then they go to soccer practice. During soccer practice, Brittany starts shakily pitching herself as a friend to Natasha. She's sort of kind of hovering around her like a mosquito, like trying to describe all of the reasons why it would be good to be friends with her.
You really lived in Europe?
Oh, my dad works over there, so summers, breaks, long weekends. The rest of this time I'm with my mom. New York?
New York City, New York? I love New York. Not that I've ever been there, but the whole concept. I really see myself as more of a... So what are you doing here?
I was apparently quite horrible to someone in my past life, and my mother was transferred.
Ooh.
So we get some more sports. There's some soccer. Natasha is bad at sports. We get some backstory. She lived in Europe and New York.
Yep.
Brittany loves the idea of New York.
Well, that's where her special shoes are from. Brittany stacks it into a hurdle. She's sort of pitching herself as a friend so hard. Back at the lockers after the athletic sporting day, Natasha says, okay, everyone, what's the deal with this Jordan guy? And Brittany, playing it cool, says that she thinks Jordan is okay, but everyone else is in love with him. Kind of cringe.
Yeah. Who wants to be a part of everybody, right? Says Natasha, the cool, worldly girl that Brittany is in love with.
Yeah.
They arrive home. Natasha is with Brittany. Her mum has an armful of signs to save Ashbrook House, the local landmark that she loves. Brittany starts up towards her room, but then has a realization and makes her mum talk to Brittany about the house while she runs upstairs to de-Jordan her bedroom.
This is so good. She remembers that her room is a terrifying shrine to Jordan, who she's been pretending all day to not know about.
She's got to throw the Jordan make-out mannequin out the window.
So she's kind of sprints around tearing down all these posters in a way that I have to imagine would be perfectly audible downstairs, because like wait here, and then there's a lot of banging and clanking. Mm-hmm. And when Natasha gets upstairs, there's presumably like a big pile of scrunched up papers that all have Jordan's crinkled face on them.
Yeah, there's barely a square foot of her room that isn't plastered with a picture of Jordan Cahill.
Yeah, and now her room looks conspicuously bare.
But with like loads of bits of blue tack.
Yeah, like bits of plaster that have been pulled away by sellotape. Oh, I don't go in for posters. I just chip off little bits of paint in a...
I'm more into sticking pieces of blue tack on my wall.
Yeah, in kind of roughly rectangular shapes.
Natasha sees the guitar. Brittany plays that down as well. She seems to think that Natasha will like her if she's a person with no interests or hobbies or distinguishing characteristics.
Yeah, so when Natasha spots the guitar, she tells Brittany that she has a coffee house poetess thing going on, which I really struggled to hear. I had to turn the subtitles on because I kept hearing it as coffee house poetess.
We got the coffee house POTUS coming in. So that's why Secret Service agent Sammy Sims is always stealing coffee.
That's why he's asking Coffee House Veep for his latte.
Yeah. He's got a second side job guarding coffee houses.
So they're in Brittany's room. Brittany, sort of an instinct is activated in Brittany, and she goes to her wall.
Like someone just walked over her grave.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing. Yeah, like a cold chill runs through her. And she goes to her wall. The camera pans across to the other side of the wall, and we see that Cooper, her little brother, is listening into her room with a stethoscope.
With a medical grade stethoscope. Neither of their parents are doctors.
No.
So you have to ask yourself, where did he acquire this stethoscope?
Cooper must have really wanted to listen in to Brittany's room to have acquired this stethoscope. It's one of many techniques we'll find that he has.
Yeah, one of many troubling things that he will do throughout this film.
So Brittany bangs on the wall, deafening Cooper, and he comedically crumples to the floor.
Yeah. But while she's dealing with that, Natasha has found her lyric book and read it.
Yeah.
So just everyone is just reading Brittany's lyric book.
Brittany somehow survives this, even though your friend who you're trying to impress finding your lyric book and reading it aloud is fatal.
Yeah.
It's actually fatal to every teen.
Yeah.
But it's a film, so Brittany can actually survive this. Natasha picks out a particular lyric that she loves, and I think this gives you an idea of how bad the rest of the lyrics are, because her favourite is "An island of hope in a sea of sameness."
Yep.
Natasha says, I love that.
I've just written the word awful here in my notes.
An island of hope in a sea of sameness.
Jeez.
But no, it's good because it conjures the ocean illusions, Andy, because it's like an island. Think of an island.
Yeah.
And this island is an island of hope in a sea, because remember the island, so now sea. It's a sea of sameness. Imagine you're adrift. It conjures the image of being adrift on a sea of sameness and seeing an island of hope rising out of the waves.
It's not a very good lyric, though, for a song. If you got music underneath that, I think, like, all the S's are going to make it kind of hard to make out what you're saying.
I mean, I'm actually struggling to say it now.
Yeah.
A sea of sameness.
A sea of sameness.
Yeah, a producer is going to struggle with that.
And also, what do you rhyme with that? What do you rhyme with sea of sameness?
An island of hope in a sea of sameness. I don't mind my lyrics being read because I'm shameless.
That's pretty good. I've existential fears that shall remain nameless.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, sameness.
Yeah.
Nameless.
Okay, all right. I take it back.
It's a great lyric and Brittany's a genius. But then the phone rings.
That's right.
It's the teen hotline.
Jordan's coming to Lafayette, scream the split-screen girl.
To shoot his music video.
That's just around the corner, says Brittany, but she catches herself because Natasha's there.
Yeah.
She tells Natasha because she really wants to go. Natasha's like, hey, we should go just so we can mock the fans. Haha, yeah.
And Brittany's like, haha, yeah, I also would like to go there and mock the Jordan fans relentlessly.
They'll probably be all like, Jordan, and then we smash cut to her saying, love you!
Yeah, in the gaggle of screaming fans.
Which is actually a very good cut.
Yeah, it's pretty effective.
It's funny.
Yeah, good job. What was his name? Monster Mash.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Savage Steve Holland, yeah. So, they're at the mall. One of the fundamental problems with this film is it is attempting to tell a story about, like, a Justin Bieber, like, America's biggest pop star, right?
Yes.
But the struggle that it has is that it's trying to do it for only $5.
Yeah, and they cast Taron Killam as it, who is a fine actor and an extremely good comedian.
Yeah.
But he does not give off, like, teen pop idol vibes.
Especially not when we first see him. So we see this gaggle of teen girls, of which there are about sort of 12 to 15 of them.
Okay, can I just read my notes here? I've got...
Okay, yeah, I'm really excited to hear how you've attempted to describe Jordan Cahill.
Okay. Out walks Jordan Cahill, who is wearing, oh God, okay, a brown velvet 3/4 length jacket that is, I estimate, 4 sizes too big, a battered old soft trilby. He looks like The Undertaker.
So, okay, I didn't write The Undertaker. I wrote down, like, something from The Exorcist. Like, you can sort of see him in silhouette kind of stalking down that moonlit street. Yeah. I thought about this quite hard, trying to describe, and I don't know if this really gets it across in podcast form, but what I've written is that he looks like a snake oil salesman from 1910 who travels from town to town peddling laborative miracle elixir. Like, he looks like he's going to theatrically produce a cane and introduce his grim circus of the macabre.
Yeah. He looks like an Old West Undertaker.
Yes.
Who will pull the gold teeth out of a corpse with a pair of pliers.
Yeah. Kind of, like a Doc McCochran sort of thing going on.
So all the girls are sort of crying, shaking, throwing up.
Maybe they've had some of his elixir.
Yeah, they need the laborative power of his miracle cure. Only $1 a bottle.
Yeah, banishes dropsy. So the director meanwhile is explaining the shot to Jordan. Let's have a clip of that and we can hear how Jordan feels about it.
You see your reflection. You splash your reflection. You turn the camera. You strike a pose. You flip your hair. You do that thing in the music video. The girls join in and boom! Big finish. Next thing you know, we're back on the bus of civilization. You got it?
No, I don't got it, all right? What does any of this have to do with the song?
I said I don't want to do any more strut, snap, girls appear out of nowhere, flip your hair stuff. I couldn't agree with you more, bro. That's why this time we're keeping it real. Look, the dancers don't come in until after the hair flip this time. Let's roll.
So we're introduced to these two new characters here. There's Jordan Cahill, first of all, but then there's also these two other characters. There's Jordan's manager, who's the sort of guy from the record company.
Len, I think his name is.
And then there's this guy called Eddie, who is Jordan's kind of personal assistant, but also his best friend.
Yeah.
And they were sort of friends before Jordan's rise to stardom. So he's sort of part of his entourage, but also, you know, the guy he keeps around to sort of keep it real.
Yeah. So Jordan is really not impressed with the direction that's being taken in this music video.
Yeah. At this point, we get a shot of the t-shirt he's wearing underneath the brown velvet coat. It looks like a magic eye picture.
Yeah.
And he has on 2 gold necklaces.
Yes.
And bootcut jeans.
They have like big metal, kind of almost not quite tribal, but I don't know. It's very noughties in an awful way.
So this music video is being filmed in a sort of outdoor fountain in the town. The concept for the video is this. Jordan walks up to the fountain and splashes it with his hand. Some girls then go wild, and then there will be what the director calls a big finish, and then it will end.
Yeah.
So as you can see, it could only be filmed here in wherever.
Yeah, only. It's like... I mean, it's the sort of water feature outside a shopping centre that like toddlers would run and like splash in.
Yeah.
You know, when you're like bored with shopping.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, one parent will watch them splash in the fountain while the other sort of hits up Whole Foods or something. Yeah,
exactly.
But yeah, for some reason, Jordan has brought Tinseltown down upon this small little suburban town. So a frustrated Jordan is asking, what does this have to do with the song? More Than Me, which is the song that he's about to debut.
I'd be complaining too, to be honest. This music video looks like it cost about $100.
Yeah. It's explained, we're keeping it real, don't worry, Jordan. This time, the dancers don't come in until after you do a hair flick. So the cameras start rolling. Yeah. Jordan stalks out into the centre of the shoot, looking moody and intimidating and not like a teen heartthrob.
So Jordan starts stiffly jigging around in the fountain like a haunted tree.
And he starts singing his song, and here's how the song goes. So just imagine you're in the old-timey West, and your humours need rectifying.
You've got TB.
Yeah, you've got TB, but, you know, a wagon's rolled in, and someone sort of stands up on a soapbox and starts twirling a cane and starts singing this song. Girl, you're the fire in my soul. Yes, you are. Oh, girl, I need you more than you can know. Yeah, baby. You mean the world to me. Drive me crazy, can't you see? Anyway, Jordan gets this far through the song before, livid, he runs out of patience, incensed with all this phoniness, and storms off set.
This is the era of Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. You can't be competitive in that market with this song and this music video. I'm sorry.
You're right.
You can't.
You're absolutely right.
You can't.
And we're led to believe that like Jordan is the apex predator of the pop world.
Yeah.
Right? He's not like a sort of indie choice for hipster pop lovers.
Anyway, the song sucks, obviously. He calls cut on the music video. He can't do this. Yeah. He walks past the girls who all die.
Yeah.
Where are my lyrics? He says, the reworked lyrics. So he's a tortured artist who's written his own lyrics. But Len, the manager, says, baby, Jordan, I love you, but the lyrics, they're for someone else. They're incredible, but they're not for you. Yeah. Your fans want songs about love. At this point, a horde of girls smashes into the window like zombies in Dawn of the Dead. Natasha, who hadn't heard of Jordan Cahill 20 minutes ago, is at the front jamming her face into the glass and like licking the window.
Just trying to get one atom closer to Jordan Cahill at any cost. So we can see Jordan's incredible pop powers at work here. But yeah, Len tells him his fans want songs about love, 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 and not the humour rectifying powers of Miracle Tonic.
Of his reborrative Miracle Tonic.
Jordan goes to eat something that has raisins in it.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, no, raisins. I don't like raisins.
And then Len fires a man for putting raisins in it. But he's still not doing the song. And Len says there has to be a serious attitude adjustment.
So Len sort of tells Eddie, who you'll remember is Jordan's friend, that, he has to go and basically give him a bit of a bollocking and talk him round. That's kind of Eddie's job, basically, to keep Jordan on track, on message.
Eddie goes to Jordan, who hands him his phone and tells him to download all of his files to disk, because his whole life is on that thing.
And please remember to download all my files
to disk. I know. You tell me the same thing every day for like 6 months.
I'm sorry, man. It's just my whole life is on that thing.
Have a little faith. I got your back, man.
Thanks, man.
Suppose I want to download everything from a handheld to a disk?
Download his phone files to disk. What does Jordan think Eddie is going to do here?
Well, I don't know if I had one of these. fancy phones in 2004.
It's a BlackBerry.
Yeah, it said throughout the film that he's got a fancy phone. But I presume you could sort of link it to a computer and pull the files off it, put them on a floppy.
I guess, but even if we grant that, Jordan has instructed Eddie to do this every single day. So every day, Jordan gets one more disc that has largely, I imagine, the same files as yesterday's discs on it, because he can't be changing and adding to the files every single day. I just find it bizarre to imagine that Jordan has, like, his home is filled with, like, little mini discs of the data that's on his phone. Especially when the data that's on his phone is, like, some lyrics.
But that's underlining how important his lyrics are to him, man. Because it's like those are the only thing he cares about.
The important thing is that he says his whole life is on this phone. Eddie says that he's been backing it up on the daily to disc. Why Jordan can't back it up to disc, I simply don't know, but it's Eddie's job.
Well, he's too big of a rock star.
But Eddie actually hasn't been doing this, and we find this out because as he leaves set, Eddie grabs a cameraman and says, "Hey, how do you download files from a handheld to a disc?" And the cameraman rightly shrugs as if to say, "I don't know what the hell you're talking about, mate," and walks
It's 2004.
Walks off. So Eddie has been living a lie for the last 6 months, apparently, sort of pretending to amass a great deal of storage. So Jordan has never seen a disc. His data has never...
No. Well, he's a rock star. He doesn't have to deal with that.
His data has never been backed up on disc.
No. But he trusts Eddie. He assumes it has been.
I guess. Okay. So we cut back to Natasha and Brittany outside. As Jordan leaves, his security clear the way, and they do this by basically violently shoving all these teenage girls out of the way.
Yeah, they sort of punch Brittany in the sort of neck, and she falls over.
Yeah, she falls down badly hurt, spilling all of her possessions, I imagine breaking many. No one apologises, they just keep walking.
Yeah.
But Eddie, in his clumsiness, trips over Brittany, and in the panic, they pick up each other's phones!
Yep, they're both scrambling for their belongings. We see Eddie pick up Brittany's phone, even though it's bright pink and looks nothing like Jordan's BlackBerry.
Yeah.
He runs to the bus. Brittany straightens up. One of the other girls walks up and says, "Why aren't you answering? I'm trying to call you." Brittany says, "Oh, my phone must be on silent." And then she pulls out the phone that looks nothing like hers and is a BlackBerry. Yeah. "This isn't my phone," she says.
With object permanence.
Yeah. We cut to the bus. We pan to Eddie's bag. The pink phone is sticking out of it. This makes no sense. They could have so easily made them have the same phone.
Yes.
In the film, and then it's a sort of believable mix-up. But if you're scrambling for your belongings, there is not a single chance in hell that you would pick up a bright pink phone that looks nothing like your phone and go, "Phone!
Here's a phone."
And then that's like, phone. I recognise that shape. Phone.
That's a phone. I have a phone.
So this must be my phone. Simple logic.
Once again, I have a phone.
Phone acquired. Now to leave.
I had a phone, then I didn't have a phone. Now I have a phone. Everything is as it should be.
Just, if it was like the same model phone, then they realise...
Yeah.
And they had the thing where the person's trying to call them, and it's like, why isn't it ringing? This isn't my phone, even though it looks identical.
Yeah.
That is...
I don't understand.
I don't understand. A rare misstep from Stone Cold Steve Austin here.
From Monster Mash Undertaker.
From Bam Bam Bigelow, the director of this film.
So, the phone swap has happened. Now the film can begin. Oh man, we are getting through this slowly. Walking home, Brittany tries calling her own phone, but there's no reply.
Yeah.
She realises that Jordan's party, gang, have got her phone.
Well, she doesn't realise it's Jordan Cahill's phone at the moment. She reckons it's... She thinks it's Eddie's because he was carrying it, and she calls him a roadie. She thinks it's just part of his road.
Yeah. So she theorises that Jordan and his crew must be staying at, quote, "that swanky hotel out by the freeway."
You know how all the swanky hotels are by the freeway?
The swanky hotel out by the freeway. Sounds nice.
If you want to stay at the Ritz here in London, you have to drive along the M25 for a while.
Yeah, exactly. You want to get the one by...
It's at the welcome break services.
All the swankiest hotels are by a big spaghetti junction.
Raffles in Singapore. You've got to drive 45 minutes out of the city.
So yeah, this hotel sounds nice. Sounds like a cheap filming location. So they get Jessie, the older sister, to give them a ride there. Jessie's learning to drive. Mm-hmm. There is some unremarkable comedy about Jessie being a nervous driver.
Yeah.
In the hotel lobby when they get there, the concierge tells Brittany that Jordan isn't staying here because...
Yeah, that's his job.
That's his job. But then Natasha gets involved and we find out a bit more about Natasha's whole deal and her personality.
Yeah.
When she sort of walks up in a no-nonsense way.
She says to Brittany, "Act like you belong and don't take no for an answer."
Yeah.
Is her strategy.
So she says, "We know he's here," to this concierge. "Kip," she says, "may I call you Kip?" The man reveals that his name is not Kip, it's David.
Yeah.
And nothing else then happens but bending to this unbelievable pressure. David does, in fact, phone Jordan's suite, gets through to Eddie. Eddie, of course, just does not say, oh, yeah, send them up. Send them up to Jordan's suite. Instead says, kick them out, please, because we get this a lot.
Turning up and saying, hello, I'm here to kill Jordan Cahill. I know he's staying here, and I won't leave until you let me kill him. The guy's like, fine.
Well, if you won't leave until you kill him.
Eddie, I've got a guy here in reception who wants to kill Jordan. Shall I send him up? No?
No, I'm thinking no,
I guess
David.
Saying no? Well, I tried.
I'm thinking no, David.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I'm going to have a word with your manager about common sense.
Yeah, Kip.
And trying to deploy it a little bit more often.
But Natasha does say that until they get their thing back, they're not leaving. So it's like, she explains that they've got the phone, basically. And Eddie's like, oh, I've heard that excuse like 1,000,000 times before. He hangs up.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, you won't believe it. The schmo at the front desk was saying these girls had my... And then he looks across and he sees the bright pink, totally different phone.
Dun, dun, dun.
And he realises what's happened. Hey, look, the thing, it fell, he says, and he runs out of the room. He sprints downstairs trying to catch the girls before they leave, but he gets there too late.
Yes.
The car pulls away and he shouts, no, and then he runs and collides with the car with his head and hurts himself quite badly, and no one notices for some reason.
He runs into it with a huge thud and collapses to the floor, kind of under the back of the car. Jesse, who's driving, says, what was that? Brittany looks back and says, I don't see anything, so they drive off, having probably killed someone.
Well, and then we get a shot of Eddie sort of like weakly raising his head, and then he appears to pass away.
He gently
passes away, and the girls drive home. But apparently he does live, because we cut to the fancy hotel again, and Eddie is on the phone dialing. He's going through the contacts, trying to... I guess he's phoning people randomly. Apparently, no one on Jordan's team has Jordan's cell phone number.
Yes.
Which is a pretty big problem with this premise.
Yeah. They work around it by saying, oh, well, he has to change it so often. But presumably, someone... You could just go to someone else who knows Jordan and say, can I see Jordan's contact in your phone?
They say he changes it so often, who can keep track? His manager and PA, I would assume.
I imagine,
have to keep track of it?
What if someone wants to call this phone? Presumably other people have this phone in their contact information. Also, hang on. Couldn't he just, like, if he doesn't have the phone number, like, he's just been called on that phone.
Yeah.
So why doesn't he just, like, do redial or, what number just called me?
Exactly. A rare mistake.
In fact, he doesn't even need to do anything. Like, it will be logged in all he needs to do is look at the recent calls in the pink phone.
Yeah.
The most recent one was from Jordan's phone.
Exactly. A rare misstep from Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, the director of this film. So Jordan comes in. They both try to apologise to each other at the same time. Jordan for pulling a rockstar fit earlier. Eddie says it's cool. And then Jordan is like, that song is just nothing, man. 3 years ago, we were just singing in basements. Eddie, you were backing me up. And now he's singing in stadiums and Eddie is still backing him up. And he says, you got everything you wanted, Jordan. And then Jordan's like, is this what I wanted?
You think I was wrong? That song is about nothing. Yeah, but I mean, it's got a good beat, something you can dance to. Look, I mean, 3 years ago, you were singing in your basement, and I was backing you up. Now you're singing in stadiums, man. I'm backing you up. You got everything you ever wanted. Is this what I wanted? Oh, man, you are like the whiniest rock star I've ever met.
So we find out that Jordan yearns to bare his soul on meaningful tracks and leave behind his vapid pop life of immense wealth
and prestige. He's a serious artist.
Yeah.
Luke, let's say, for example, that I'm pop superstar Jordan Cahill.
Oh my goodness, yes, let's.
And my phone has been stolen by a teenage girl who's now extorting me.
Sure.
But also say that I have a health issue, and because I'm based in the US, I need to find a doctor.
Yeah, you do. One who takes your insurance.
But my doctor's details were all in that phone, and now I'm slipping into a diabetic coma.
Somewhere there's a teen girl accessing great health easily.
Yeah, easily. Well, what do I do? Is there some sort of free app where I could find amazing doctors and book appointments online?
Oh, Andy, I can't Jordan. I can't begin to describe how much you have lucked out, Jordan.
Check the hair.
Because all you need to do is get ZocDoc. ZocDoc is a free app where you can find amazing doctors and book appointments online. I'm talking about appointments with thousands of top-rated and patient-reviewed doctors and specialists. You can filter specifically for ones who take your insurance, are located near you, and treat almost any condition you're searching for, including hair reattachment surgery.
All right, so we'll go to ZocDoc.com/MCC and download the ZocDoc app for free, then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/MCC. ZocDoc.com/MCC for all your doctor needs. And they also don't sell Miracle Elixir. 100% on that. Because that is bad science, Jordan. I mean, I'm Jordan in this situation. Bad science me,
If you
Jordan.
find a doctor and they're twirling a cane and inviting you to take a sip of their laborative and restorative Miracle Elixir, just say no. Andy, I've got a big problem.
Okay, tell me, is it that you're stuck in the suburbs? Is that the problem, Luke? Are you an island of hope in a sea of sameness?
Yes, I am. Well, I wish I was an island of hope in a sea of sameness, but unfortunately, I dress like an old-timey tonic salesman who's going state to state, been run out of town, every town on a rail. Yeah. Because no one wants to buy my miracle tonic, and I'm worried that it's because I dress too much like an old-timey elixir salesman, and I wish I looked a little bit better, especially my lower half.
Well, great news, Luke, because Bird Dogs, who are kindly sponsoring this episode, make clothing that will make you look good.
Oh yeah, amazing.
And not like an old-timey elixir salesman.
Oh, that's great.
For example, Bird Dog's stretch khaki shorts are designed to fit slimmer through the thigh and leg, giving you a truly sculpted look. The sculpted look you've been after.
I bet they don't have a special lining, do they? I was looking for something with a real specially engineered lining, so I don't know if it's going to work.
Luke, you're going to look like an absolute clown when I tell you that Bird Dog not only uses anti-stink sweat-wicking fabric that keeps you cool and dry all day long, but also has the very lining that you just dismissed as being impossible.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's right.
How embarrassing.
Yeah.
I'm showing my whole butt on this one, but I won't be doing that once I put on my Bird Dogs, because you'll never want to take these bad boys off once you get them on. I recommend going to the Bird Dogs website to have a look at these cool pants and shorts that, have this really interesting liner in them and that look really fashionable and cool. And you know what? Don't just go to the website. Go to a specific part of the website. This part, birddogs.com/MCC. That's birddogs, birddogs.com/MCC. Because you'll get a free Yeti-style tumbler with your order.
That's right, you won't want to take your Bird Dogs off. We promise you, make your crotch region an island of hope in a sea of sameness by going to birddogs.com/MCC.
In a sea of...
Yeah, this is verbatim the copy I've got right here.
Meanwhile, Brittany and Natasha are back at Brittany's house and they are checking out this mystery phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's way fancier than Brittany's phone. Brittany realises it's got, for example, a full QWERTY keyboard.
Yeah.
They're looking at the apps on the colour screen.
It's got TV, internet access.
It has apps labelled calendar, internet, my lyrics, television, and MP3 with a space between the P and the 3. Which is so choice.
That's how you know it's good. Natasha says she used to have one just like this when she lived in Madrid. And Brittany's like, wow, Madrid. My dad won't even let me have Spanish rice because he thinks it's too spicy. He may have just saved your life, Brittany.
Yeah.
We all know what is going on with the Spanish rice.
We know Spanish rice. Well, that's the sort of DCOM shared universe.
Yeah, right.
That's what links this to.
We all read this as a narrow escape.
Hounded.
For Brittany.
Yeah. Exactly. Then Brittany freezes as if someone's walked over her grave. She walks to the closet in her bedroom and opens it to find Cooper in there.
Yeah, she pulls apart the clothes and reveals Cooper, who was lurking in the closet like Michael Myers at the start of Halloween.
Yeah, he's in there just like listening.
Yeah.
He just wants to be in Brittany's room.
Just breathing.
All the time.
It's like...
It's heavy breathing.
In the closet. And you're like...
That's probably what Brittany detected. Yeah. Sort of feeling of warm breath.
Yeah, you know the start of Halloween where it's all POV from like the child Michael Myers.
Yes,
it's exactly, it's that.
Yeah. So she chases Cooper out. Then the phone rings. It's Eddie again, so they're speaking once more. He accuses her
it's just when the phone does ring, this phone's caller ID flashes like red and black and says the caller's full name and phone number underneath. It is the least chill caller ID in history. I love it.
Yeah, it's very, very urgent.
Yeah.
So it's Eddie. He accuses her of thievery, of stealing the phone. Brittany's like, hey, that's not fair. I just want my phone back. All I want to do is make the swap. Eddie says that he's sorry for being a bit hot-headed, but he's really worried about this phone falling into the wrong hands, which is a little confusing to Brittany because she's like, falling into the wrong hands? What do you mean? It's just you're
just a roadie.
You're just a roadie. This is just an ordinary run-of-the-mill fancy internet phone. But then their conversation is cut short because another call is coming into this phone. It's from 555-0175. Madonna!
Madonna is calling. The non-chill caller ID is black and red, flashing the words Madonna.
Madonna.
Yeah.
So Brittany and Natasha are super excited about this. They take the call from Madonna and talk to her for 1 second, but blow it by screaming
Yeah, they don't
loudly.
talk to her, they just shriek down the phone at Madonna.
They go, Madonna. Madonna presumably says something. I think legally we can't hear Madonna say anything.
She's like, oh, hello, it's me, Madonna. This is how I talk now. And then they just scream at her.
They scream at her, yeah. The thing is, you can say it's Madonna, can't you? And you can write the words Madonna, because Madonna can't own the word Madonna, can she?
Maybe it was the Virgin Mary.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I think if pushed, that's what the director of this film, Monster Mash Hedge Maze, Steve Austin,
Andre the Giant, yeah.
Andre the Giant would say. He'd say it was a call from the Virgin Mary. and understandably, the girls were excited.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, this makes Natasha realise, OMG, this is Jordan's phone.
Yeah, she puts two and two together from the famous contacts.
Yeah. And then she's like, anyway, I have to go home. Yeah. Bye.
She says, don't do anything until tomorrow. And then Brittany regards Jordan's phone happily. We cut to school the next day.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, she does. She looks at it.
What she does.
She looks at it like,
Regards it happily.
Yeah. We cut to school the next day. Natasha, it seems, is bragging to the other girls about knowing Madonna, which is a bit of a stretch. Brittany breaks it up. I've got a note here that Brittany looks about 6 years older than these other girls.
Yeah.
They're all in a friend group together.
Yeah, Brittany is racked by guilt, turns out, over what she calls an invasion of privacy that they've committed by taking her hero Jordan Cahill's phone. Natasha teases her, though, and says, hey, look, you wanted something exciting to happen in your life, and now it has. Then the phone rings again, and it's Eddie.
Uh-huh.
The girls, sort of having talked each other up a little bit, say that they're not going to trade phones now, actually, Eddie, until they get to talk to Jordan.
Yeah.
Eddie pretends to be Jordan on the phone in a sort of...
Hey, it's me, Jordan Cahill, kind of thing.
Yeah. Briefly humorous skit that ends mercifully quickly.
Well, the girls want him to prove it by singing a few bars of his hit multi-platinum record, Penelope. He doesn't know it and also can't sing.
Yeah.
They're not convinced.
But he should be able to sing, because he was backing up Jordan in the basement. And that was like a backup singer, right?
Yeah, and also there's a plot point later on that sort of requires him to be able to sing, but
Yeah.
He claims they sweeten his voice in post.
So, like, Jordan was a sort of basement musician, which I take to mean a kind of singer-songwriter, acoustic guitar, working on his...
No, I took that to mean he lived in a basement and sang to no one in the basement.
I mean, yeah, that's also fine. But, like, he must have an acoustic guitar, right? Because he's a sort of soulful artist.
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm asking is, in that situation, what is Eddie doing? Is Eddie just sat next to him, occasionally harmonising?
Just like, rooting for him.
It'd be like if Jack Johnson had an Eddie.
Go on.
Go
on, Jack Johnson, sing it.
Come on, just a hype man.
Oh, he's going to do it. Oh, hell yeah.
Do it.
Oh,
he's going to do it.
Oh, he's doing it.
And here's the bit where I come in with my harmony. Banana pancakes! Nailed it. Great. I'm earning my place in this musical act.
Man, I hope this leads to a lucrative entourage job for me down the line.
So anyway, Eddie's role is confusing to me.
No Jordan, no phone, say the girls. Fine, says Eddie, but can you at least give me Gwen Stefani's number? Jordan keeps asking for it. Gwen Stefani, aye, shriek the girls.
Repeat after me. No Jordan, no phone.
Fine. But can you at least give me Gwen Stefani's number? Jordan keeps asking for it.
Gwen Stefani?
We cut to Ashbrook House, the dilapidated old manor that is apparently the most pressing social concern in Brittany's mum's life.
Yes, it's the one that she's trying to save from, I guess, demolition. I don't know. Who cares? It's just a normal house. I really can't see.
It's a normal house that was built in 1904, which I guess where they're from is extremely old.
Fine.
I can look out my window now and see about 100 houses built earlier than that, but that's fine. Whatever.
So it's just a normal house. So Brittany and Natasha are there helping out with the campaign. What they're actually doing is holding up a sign that says honk to save Ashbrook House. And as far as I can tell, that is the extent of Mum's campaigning.
Yep.
Like asking everyone to honk as they drive past.
In this like deserted neighborhood where there's only this house.
Yeah. So the
honks are heard by the house and nothing else.
Every 50 minutes or so, someone will drive past and may or may not honk
a bit.
It's not heard by anyone.
Natasha says the house is an island of hope in a sea of sameness. Kind of harking back to the lyrics.
Harking back to the great lyrics.
Brittany is like, yeah, but it is going to be torn down for a gas station and a coffee place. Isn't there a coffee place nearby already, says Natasha. Yeah, but I can walk to this one, says Brittany. So she doesn't even care.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's nice to have a coffee place you can walk to.
Suddenly the phone, Jordan Cahill's phone, freaks out. Hair appointment 3:30, says the phone, for highlights.
Now, this is a calendar reminder, but somehow Natasha calls it back.
Yes.
There's a calendar appointment, and Natasha's like, oh, I'm going to pick up the phone on this calendar appointment, and does, and gets through to Jordan's hairdresser. And she tells her, the hairdresser, Jordan's coming in. He wants loads of raisins, and he also wants all his hair cut off.
Now, this is okay, this is confusing because the earlier talk about Jordan hating raisins, the girls weren't present for that. That was a conversation between Jordan and his management team.
Yeah, they were behind glass and screaming.
So they didn't hear the Jordan raisins thing.
No.
And yet she is now bringing up raisins, I guess, unprompted.
Yeah, or maybe she's trying to do something genuinely nice. Maybe she's like, who doesn't like raisins?
I tell you what, I'll sweeten the pot with some lovely raisins.
Yeah, I mean, look, if I went to get a haircut and there was a big pot of raisins there waiting for me, I wouldn't say no.
But yeah, she tells dive right in. She tells the hairdresser that Jordan wants all his hair cut off because she's an agent of chaos.
Yeah, and then she hangs up. Brittany's like, what? No, we can't do this. But Natasha's like, don't even worry about it.
It won't even happen.
It won't even actually happen. Smash cut 2, you guessed it. All of Jordan's hair has just been cut off.
Yeah, he's just had one of those haircuts where you're turned away from a mirror for the entire thing and no one checks with you beforehand what you're having done. And then
Jordan would have been able to feel the scissors all over his head.
Well, he's in a raisin-induced stupor. So, unfortunately,
he's drunk on raisin. He's having one of these haircuts, as you say, where you don't see what happens at all.
Yeah.
And you also don't pay attention to any of the senses that are like reaching your brain while this is happening.
The bit where they say, okay, and just to be 100% clear, we're cutting all your hair off.
Yeah. Also, I guess no one else is there because no one's there to step in and be like, I'm sorry, you appear to be cutting off all of Jordan's hair. Can you stop?
I would also like to point out that when, they say cutting off all his hair, they haven't like shaved him bald or anything. They've given him a still trendy for the time, sort of choppy little haircut. So
this hairdresser hasn't even met the brief that she was given over the phone.
Yeah, chop off all his hair.
He wants all his hair cut off, but she hasn't. So Jordan is sort of swung round towards the mirror to face it.
For the first time during this haircut.
Yeah, for the first time during this haircut. He screams, even though he now looks like Naughty's heartthrob Pete Wentz and not like a travelling elixir salesman. But he screams nevertheless, very unhappy.
What have you done? He screams, and then the woman sort of kneels before him and offers him raisins.
Yeah, offers him her life.
Yeah. We cut to a family dinner at Brittany's house where someone sets down a big thing of raisins on the table. What is this raisins thing?
Have you ever heard that in E.T. the
Reese's Pieces sponsorship?
Yeah, Reese's Pieces. It was supposed to be raisins.
It was supposed to be M&Ms, wasn't it?
Oh, it was supposed to be...
I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be M&Ms, but M&Ms didn't want to do the...
I thought it was supposed to be raisins, but Steven Spielberg was like, these raisins just look like rat droppings. They look horrible on camera. And I don't know if that's true. I may have just fabricated it in my head or misremembered something.
I see.
It doesn't really matter. The fact is, imaginary Spielberg was right, because these raisins do look like crap on camera.
They look like rat droppings.
It looks like a big bowl of rat droppings, yeah.
But I mean, I guess Jake the Snake Roberts, the director of this film, was like, oh, we need like a sort of like theme running through the movie about raisins, and then at the end we'll sort of figure out what it means or why it should be there. And then
a through line.
But then he was bitten by his snake Damien, and he passed out from the venom. So That's probably what happened.
Yeah. So anyway, we're at the dinner table now. Cooper, the little brother, is talking loudly to the dad, saying he wants a cell phone, and then with some meaningful,
he sort of locks
threatening
eye contact with Brittany.
Yeah, and he says, "I want one of those new ones with TV, and internet access."
He's just hissing this.
Yeah, it's a veiled threat to Brittany, of course, to like reveal that she has this phone and that she has lost her phone, which she would get in trouble for if the dad found out. But don't worry, because Brittany has the perfect response, kicking Cooper's chair so hard it flies backwards and he flies out of it,
and hurts himself quite badly,
painfully onto the floor.
But of course, you can't kill him forever. He'll just sit back up.
Yeah,
like Jason Voorhees.
Just lurch back upwards. Yeah. Although, wait, hang on, sorry, I got so into our own fiction there that I forgot this director isn't actually a pro wrestler. I was about to say this is a nice bit of chair work.
Yeah, I don't think Savage Steve. What was it? Savage Steve Holland.
Savage Steve Holland. Yeah.
I don't think he really is a professional wrestler.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's still nice chair work.
Yeah.
Okay. The landline rings. Dad answers. It's incoherent teen girl screams, but through the shrieking, he's able to determine. The news has just come in. Jordan has cut his hair. Brittany reels from the news.
Yeah, their minds reel.
Did she and Natasha make this happen? On TV, it's time for another music update.
Oh my God.
And the golden mane is gone. Let's hope his fans don't go with it. No word yet from Jordan's record company or management.
The golden mane is gone, says the man on TV with the solemnity of the BBC announcing the death of the Queen.
I said it looks like he's doing coverage in the wake of a natural disaster. That's the note I have. It's like,
let's hope his fans don't go with it. No word from Jordan or his management yet.
Why would Jordan and his management put out a statement regarding a haircut?
Well, we cut to a crisis meeting with the management. The hair was the money, says the manager. Wait, More Than Me will be the premiere of a whole new Jordan Cahill image. If Rolling Stone will give us the cover, we'll give them an exclusive on the new look.
Yeah. So Len, management genius that he is, he's talking about how everyone needs to have an image and then is stopped in his tracks by the most dynamite idea in the world. Mm-hmm. What if... Now go with him here, Andy.
Okay, let's hear it.
Go with Len here. Because everyone's upset about this haircut situation. But what if a pop star were to... Stay with me, stay on my wavelength.
Okay, sure.
Change their image on purpose.
Whoa.
Is that anything?
I can't.
Could that be something?
I don't know. How would it work? What would they'd have to, I don't know, cut their hair or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could change your look, and I know what you're thinking. No one will like that pop star anymore if they change their look.
Yeah.
And rebrand. But what if
they did?
What if that could somehow be sort of pivoted into something like in their favour? Like something that was good for a pop star to do?
I'm sorry, you've lost me completely.
But is there not an argument for saying that it could even, if you think about it, improve the longevity of the pop star or potentially be used to promote a new musical era?
No, I don't. I think you have to just do the same song over and over and over again.
Yeah, Madonna was right.
While looking the same. Yeah.
You've got to stay the same all the time.
That's right.
This really annoyed me. It really annoys me that Len stalks around for ages being annoyed about this haircut.
Yeah.
And then treats himself like he's some kind of incredible genius for having the brainwave that we could sort of pivot this into a positive marketing move.
Yeah, well, that's why the director of this film, Chris Jericho, is still such a successful pro wrestler after so many years, because he constantly reinvents himself with new gimmicks.
Yeah, that's true. So, Len indeed tells the assistant offer Rolling Stone an exclusive on the new look if they'll give him the cover.
Yeah.
Presumably Rolling Stone doesn't have anything else going on in 2004.
Yeah, and Rolling Stone, traditionally, I would say probably wouldn't cover the image changes of Jordan Cahill.
No.
The teen pop sensation, but whatever. I know what really happened, Eddie, says Jordan. Someone called the salon from my personal cell phone.
Eddie's trembling. Oh no, is it about to be revealed that he's lost his best friend's phone?
Yeah. Thanks, though, says Jordan. All I ever do is whine about wanting to make changes. Half my career is about my hair. Now it can be about me and my music. Thanks for giving me the push I needed. You're a good friend.
Half my career has been about my hair, says a man who has maybe the worst hair I've ever seen on television.
It is so bad.
It's horrible.
Both haircuts are simultaneously the worst haircut I've ever seen.
I don't mind the new one. It reminds me of Pete Wentz.
Oh, no.
A simpler time.
The problem is, what you aren't seeing, listeners, is that it's got highlights, but in a sort of not in a very good way. It's like someone has painted the top of his head like bright yellow with a big like wall painting
in The
brush.
Simpsons, Homer's makeup gun, where he like loads a shotgun with makeup. It's like someone's put peroxide in a shotgun and sort of fired it into Jordan's head, and that kind of sort of splatter effect.
Yeah. You know in The Simpsons when Lisa has the gum in her hair and then everyone adds a bunch of stuff like peanut butter and things? It looks like that, only all varying shades of yellow.
Yeah. The thing you need to know is that actually Jordan, although he was initially shocked by his haircut, actually now he likes it. He feels like he's been given a new lease of life. Now his work is no longer about his hair. He doesn't understand hair, I think, because he doesn't now not have hair. He has a different haircut. He doesn't now lack hair. He's not like, I'm free of hair as a concept that was holding me back.
The thing is like, now it's not about my hair. And you would turn on any TV in that building and it would be people shrieking about his hair because he's changed it, and the focus is still his hair.
The focus is more your hair
it's just
than
the fact
ever.
that he changed it than has ever been before. Your hair is national news.
So anyway, Jordan asks, can I have my phone back now, please? How long does it take to back it up onto a disc? And Eddie, thinking quick, whips out a new box fresh cell phone, the same model, and hands it over. And Jordan's like, oh, that's weird. It doesn't appear to be turning on. And Eddie's like, yeah, I think I drained the battery by doing so much disc backing up. And Jordan's like, okay, well, that's fine. I don't need my phone ever, and just wanders off.
I'll call Penelope on a landline, he says. And Penelope, his girlfriend.
Yes.
And then he looks at himself in the mirror and says, I really don't look half bad.
which is what you aim for,
not
right?
True. Incorrect.
As America's national icon.
Leading our national icon and heartthrob.
People are tattooing you large on their back in front of the Stars and Stripes.
You've replaced the bald eagle on the coins.
America's enemies at home and abroad are going to love it.
They're going to love this.
Going to love this.
America's national icon cuts his hair. Osama would love that.
Doing massive damage to America's international reputation here. The laughing stock of the G8.
So we cut to Brittany on the phone and she's trying to guess the password to Jordan Cahill's lyrics folder.
But it's password protected.
She feels a shiver like someone just walked over her grave, and she looks under her bed, and under there, breathing heavily, is her brother.
I've written, help Coop, buddy, you need to rein this shit in. He's just like under the bed, lying there silently.
He's not got anything. He's not got a book or a Game Boy Advance SP. He's just lying under the bed.
What he's there to do is to hear everything that his sister gets up to in the privacy of her bedroom.
Yeah, rein that in, buddy.
It's almost like Brittany knows he's always in the room because it's like,
he is.
He always is. But Brittany is like trying to get this password cracked open, and then she's like, you know who would be good at this? Cooper. I know he's in here somewhere, so I'll just find him. So then she sort of retrieves Cooper, and he comes out from under the bed, and she says, help me break this password. And luckily, Cooper does effortlessly hack the phone. Here's how he does it. He deduces that Jordan is over 14, so he probably uses the factory settings.
Because everyone over 14 just uses the factory settings.
Not true, but fine.
Brittany then invades Jordan's privacy, and then we cut to school the next day. She's telling Natasha about Jordan's lyrics. They're amazing. They're moving and spiritual and sweet, about wanting to see the world and live life. The same things I write about. His lyrics sound awful.
They're amazing. They're moving and spiritual and sweet. They're about wanting to see the world and live life. They're about the same things I write about. You two were practically separated at birth. See, his version of More Than Me is all about feeling trapped and isolated and wanting to be different. What are you wearing?
Oh, just a little something I threw together.
Cute.
Thanks.
Anyway, he misses his dogs and his girlfriend.
And he loves playing flying saucer golf.
Wait, what's that quaint little expression you used before? Oh, I remember. Invasion of privacy?
Don't you understand? See, the Jordan we see isn't the real Jordan. They're forcing him to do all this stuff.
They?
I don't know. They. His people.
Yeah, I think hearing this conversation, the only conclusion you can draw is that Len is a very good manager who is reining in Jordan's worst impulses to put out extremely unpopular and unmarketable and unlikable self-aggrandizing mopey lyrics about how hard his life is.
What he should do is, you know how Garth Brooks has Chris Gaines?
Oh, yeah.
Like a separate person, like persona.
Yes.
He should just let him have a Chris Gaines.
Yes.
To get out all his like emo whining.
Yeah.
And then it will be like hugely unpopular, and they'll be like, right, see, got out of your system.
How do you think that went, Jordan? I think it went poorly.
Yeah.
Do you think it went poorly, Jordan? Yes, you do.
Yeah. Wow, they really tore you apart in the papers, huh?
Yeah. Now, how about back in the van?
back
in the van. We're going to
And
Lafayette so you can prance around in a fountain.
Jig around in a fountain like a haunted tree. And there you go, rebellion quashed.
In school, while they're having this chat, Brittany notices that Natasha is wearing a very unique ensemble, clothing-wise. It looks a bit like if Cyndi Lauper shopped at Hot Topic. I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it, and I don't know if it's important to describe it, but she's completely changed her hair as well. But Brittany's like, hey, Natasha, wow, you're wearing really unique clothes. I don't really understand what the point of this is, though.
Yeah.
Do you?
Okay, so the next thing that happens is incredibly baffling. We get a bit of Brittany saying Operation Save Jordan was launched. And then we cut to the girls shopping. This is part of the plan somehow. They're sort of trying on hats and stuff. We then cut to Jordan's wardrobe trailer. First to go, the tacky Vegas clothes, says Brittany. We see a woman throw Jordan's clothes into a charity bin. We then cut to Jordan in a t-shirt and hoodie, dancing with Eddie.
Yeah.
Then his manager comes in and looks at the clothes rack, which is all jeans and sweaters. What happened here?
Okay.
What happened? So they're like, first thing to go was the clothes, but they don't have access to Jordan's clothes.
Okay. So I can tell you what happened in real life.
Okay.
It wasn't clear.
The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, the director of this film,
forgot to make it clear. And the reason you know, Andy, that they forgot to make it clear is because at this point, quite late into the film, for the first and I think the only time, we get a little bit of emergency voiceover from Brittany explaining what they're doing.
Well, do you know what the emergency voiceover should have said? Was, we phoned the wardrobe department and told them to throw out all of Jordan's clothes. But they don't. And no one explains that. I assume that's what happened.
So here's what happens. Here's the order of events. Brittany and Natasha go into a Hollister or something. And
Abercrombie
and Fitch. And they look at all of the cool, hip clothes. And they think, I bet Jordan would look really good in this one. Then they pick up Jordan's phone, which they have, and maybe go through the contacts, find wardrobe department, call the wardrobe department. Now, someone in the wardrobe department gets a call from Jordan. However, when they answer the phone, a teenage girl is on the other end and is saying, hey.
Yeah. But they can successfully bluff being his PA.
I guess,
or part of his team or whatever,
and so I guess they're supposed to be saying, hey, Jordan's going to have new clothes now, and let me tell you the product codes for them.
Yeah.
So what you need to do, write this down. You need to go to Abercrombie and Fitch, and you need to look for.
You need to buy the ugliest beanie in the world.
Yeah. What you're looking for is a kind of grey beanie with a stripe on it. The product code is A&F X57734, and we think Jordan would probably be good in a medium. And then the wardrobe department replaces his wardrobe, I think. That's not even the oddest thing, though, because that's the first part of Operation Save Jordan, and I can kind of believe that works, because they could...
But it's just totally unexplained. They say it has them shopping, but they're shopping for clothes for themselves in the shopping scene. Like, they put on a sort of furry hat.
Yeah, but I think they're auditioning clothes for Jordan. They're like, imagine I'm Jordan. Do you think we should call Jordan's wardrobe department and say Jordan must wear this now?
Okay.
I think that's...
All right. But I mean,
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
They're in like a dress
I think that's
barn.
what the film is going for, but don't get me wrong.
Okay, we can't get too hung up on this, but okay, this scene is baffling. It's not properly explained what's going on, and I just was extremely confused. But what you need to know is that Jordan is now dressed in much worse clothes somehow.
Gone is his old outfit. And with it...
Old West mortician.
Gone is his outfit, and with it, his hopes of bringing his miracle tonic to the West Coast, where they're building a bridge of gold.
Yeah, and now he's kind of dressed like the guy who films the plastic bags from American Beauty.
Yes, that's it. So in this montage... I wish we hadn't talked for so long about that, because I really need to dig into this. We see Brittany writing... In this montage, we see Brittany writing her lyrics for her song, The Closed Door.
Mm-hmm.
The lyrics in the book have all been blurred out.
Just because they were so explicit.
What the hell? I tried to do frame advance because I was desperately hoping there was one frame where they hadn't blurred them properly, or maybe there was another shot where you could just about make it out.
Found it on YouTube.
Andy, you absolute bloody legend! Okay.
It's still hard to make out.
The city is a
something.
Don't wanna be a
not a pretty face.
Not a pretty face. Don't
know if I'll be.
I've got her the drama. I've got her the
drama.
I forgot her the drum.
I got her the drum. I think the reason it's blurred is because they're terrible. I think that has to be it.
Do you think?
Yeah.
It's just what? But like, why haven't they blurred everything else in this film? Why haven't they blurred the entire movie? Just pop a Gaussian blur over this whole MP4. You should only be able to watch Stuck in the Suburbs as if through thick frosted glass.
Yeah, that ought to deal with that.
Yeah, we'll put a load of hiss over the audio so you can't really make that out either.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Yeah, they've blurred all the lyrics. I thought maybe it would like mention a brand or a musician or something that they can't show.
No, it's just not very good lyrics, I think.
That's mad. So okay.
Yeah.
So do you think that they put this on Disney Plus and were like, wow, it's more HD than it's ever been. Now you can see the lyrics are bad. Let's throw a blur up.
Now you can see she's extremely untalented.
I just assumed that these lyrics were like so explicit. Like she's like working in a sort of vein of like Korn or Lil Wayne or something. It's like it's like an absolute
Yeah.
You know, like almost an artistic use of profanity.
Or just it was like a sort of roast of Michael Eisner or something.
Yeah.
But no, it's just bad lyrics, I think.
I'm Michael Eisner. I like to kiss a mouse.
He's like, how did you find out? No one must see this. Blur this whole film.
They assured me the cameras were off.
Ravishing Rick Rude. Why did you allow this in your film?
It's a good job you have so many wrestler names front of mind.
You've run out. Yeah. Okay. So the montage continues. 2 dogs come into Jordan's room for some reason. Did the girls order them on his phone?
But like,
no one ever tells
you
us.
wouldn't believe how Jordan goes with this. Dogs burst into his hotel suite and he just runs towards them. He's just hugging and loving on these dogs.
Yeah.
Ruffling their sweet fur.
Eddie pleads for the phone back. Brittany says no. Call the police, Eddie, at this point.
Just call the police.
Brittany changes the title of her song from The Closed Door to The Open Door.
And she jams around in her room with her guitar. Cooper bursts out of her closet again.
Yep, it's enough to drive her deviant brother out of the wardrobe and room.
He's like holding his ears. Don't worry, he'll be back in. He has all sorts of ways.
Sort of in the ducts.
In the ducts, in the vents, in the wall.
Sliding through like tombs.
In a brief and very confusing clip, we see Jordan playing frisbee golf with some of his assistants playing the roles of the holes. So, like, there's an assistant with a sort of a post-it note.
Yeah, it says par 5 on it, and he throws
a frisbee into this man. Now, there's no way that this is something that Brittany and Natasha set up with the phone, right?
It's as plausible as anything else.
I suppose so. Anyway, at the end of the montage, manager Len is reading a magazine. Jordan is on the cover of Issues magazine.
Sure.
The headline...
Yeah, you know, all the issues.
The headline says, the real Jordan revealed.
We cut back to the music video set. Yeah. Jordan is in his new cool clothes, which is a beige beanie, a grey sweater with an eagle on it tucked into extremely unflattering supermarket jeans, and black leather shoes. He says it's still not working for him. Len is pissed. He starts chewing out, Eddie, one more surprise and it's back to the basement for both of you. Now go and convince Jordan to sing the song I want him to sing.
Dun, dun, dun. Meanwhile,
Brittany is playing the guitar. It's a terrible, terrible song.
Brittany is singing a song. It goes like this. I'm not going to give up my tears and let love pass me by. I know I'll find what I'm praying for. I've just made a note that the really explicit stuff must be in the chorus.
Real deviant shit.
Yeah, like just real messed up. Real like, a lot of swearing, but also like violent imagery. Yeah.
So she was playing this down the phone to Natasha. Natasha says it's great. It was not great.
You would, though, wouldn't you? You'd hold the phone away from your ear and wait until it was finished and then be like, wow, so good. I can't wait to hear more.
Wow, that was great.
Yeah.
Don't need to hear any more, though.
Yeah.
She goes down the stairs. Her mum is inconsolable about the rubbish old house. You're fighting for something you believe in, says her dad. So, really fighting for these social issues.
Yeah. The campaign to save the old house doesn't appear to be working at all. Maybe not enough people were honking.
There's going to be a big rally on Saturday, but only 7 people are scheduled to attend. She's devastated.
But the mum explains to the dad, they don't realise that Brittany's listening in on this conversation, why it's so important to her to save the old house. She says it's the last thing that makes our little corner of suburbia the least bit unique.
Real family of eavesdropping deviants, these Aarons.
And from the doorway, Brittany mouths, an island of hope in a sea of sameness to herself.
Yeah, the world's greatest lyric, yeah.
And gets an idea.
Yeah. So back in the swanky Holiday Inn, Eddie answers Brittany's phone. And like everyone else in this film does all the time, he says a bunch of stuff before checking to see who it is about Jordan. and a load of other stuff.
Yes.
It turns out it's not Brittany at all. It's one of the other girls. And now they realise that Brittany is involved with Jordan somehow. At school, she's swamped by the gang of girls.
they mob her.
And as a note, she's dressed similarly to Natasha, which is quite cute.
That'll be why she commented on her outfit earlier. Fine. So the girls will mob Brittany at school. They say, do you really know Jordan Cahill? Is it possibly true? And she responds, yes, even though she doesn't. She hasn't met him. More kids are gathering now. And Brittany is basically claiming credit for Jordan's new look, saying the haircut, all my idea. Those new clothes, all my idea. Everyone.
Natasha's trying to sort of push her way through the crowd to say,
and I was there
too.
Natasha also helped, but isn't able to because such is the throng of teen girls desperate to hear more, hanging on her every word.
She leaves after this, despondent.
Yes. So Natasha has gone, and there's going to be a bit of a falling out between Brittany and Natasha.
Yeah, Brittany says she's going to make Jordan sing at the Rubbish Old House rally. Everyone freaks out, and we cut to her telling Eddie that that's the deal. Jordan sings at the rally, Brittany gives the phone back.
What?
That's the deal. Jordan sings at the rally tomorrow, and I give the phone back.
No, there's absolutely no way. It's impossible.
He has to. I've already told people.
Well, that's not my problem.
But it has to be your problem. Natasha, where are you? Okay, fine. If Jordan's not there tomorrow, then I'll erase everything on his phone, including his address book, his to-do list, and the songs that he's...
No, you can't do that. Those are the only copies I made. I never downloaded them.
And that's not my problem. So 2 o'clock, he'll be there?
Yes, he'll be there.
Excellent. Oops, gotta go. It's the girlfriend. Hi, Penelope.
So Brittany says if Jordan isn't there, she'll erase everything on the phone, including the address book, the to-do list, and every song he's ever written. This is extortion and the literal definition of blackmail.
Yeah.
Arrest her.
Arrest this girl. This is Brittany is starting to take things too far. Basically, she's drunk with power. She fields a call from Penelope, Jordan's girlfriend, and tells Penelope that he's not available. So she's now meddling in Jordan's personal life.
Quick as a flash, she ruins his relationship, hangs up.
Yep.
We cut to her eating a gigantic banana split. Her parents are impressed that she got Jordan Cahill to go to the house.
Why do they believe this? So they're at home, and Brittany says to the parents, like, oh, hey, good news, your rally for this crappy old house. Well, the biggest, the icon of America, Jordan Cahill, is going to come and sing at it.
And care about it.
And the parents are like, wow, that's so great.
And the mum's like, this is going to be like a real protest rally, like people used to do for like civil rights and the Vietnam War, one of these really serious social issues.
Yeah.
Saving this old house.
Making sure that this old house gets repainted.
Making sure that this big rich house that rich people used to live in.
Yeah, but don't care to live in anymore.
Yeah, doesn't get demolished and turned into a coffee place.
Doesn't become a Dunkin'.
Man, an equally good cause.
But you wouldn't believe it, would you? If I told you I'd got Justin Bieber to sing at your birthday, you wouldn't be like, wow, Luke, good get. You'd be like...
I'd say, wow, where did you get $45 million?
You see, I say, yeah, something's gone wrong with Luke. He's having...
Yeah. So the sister is like, Jordan will be depressed, though, at the show because his girlfriend just broke up with him. And Brittany goes, no! And sort of runs off. What did you think was going to happen when he fielded a call from his girlfriend and said, hi, I'm Brittany.
Yeah.
He can't come to the phone right now. Bye.
Yeah. So anyway, she runs up into the room and it's there that she turns on the TV. Actually, I think she watches it on the...
Well, hang on.
Go on.
Sorry. She runs off and then her brother tries to get in front of that banana split and the dad picks it up and puts it in a cupboard.
I didn't notice that.
You didn't? Okay, he picks up this...
It's like an ice cream dessert.
Yes, and he opens like a kitchen cabinet and places it inside the cabinet and then sort of looks at it
This
weirdly.
is the cabinet where we keep banana splits.
Yeah. No, son, you can't have any of this banana split. I'm going to leave it to melt and go bad in this cupboard.
Maybe that's where he took it out from. Maybe that's why she didn't finish it. It was like, oh, you want a banana split? I'll get it out of the cupboard. Maybe they've been working on this banana split for months.
Yeah, I just think that was a really odd choice from Jerry the King Lawler, the director of this film.
So anyway, Brittany runs upstairs and is watching the latest music update from the bloke who looks like he's doing war dispatches. He sounds...
His grave
he sounds
face.
haggard and exhausted.
Lately, nothing seems to be going right for the Prince of Pop. He's now hairless, loveless, and insiders tell us his new video is behind schedule. Is Jordan's reign finally coming to an end?
So he describes Jordan now as hairless and loveless.
He's not hairless. He's got loads of hair.
Got hair.
It's just shorter than it was.
And he's broken up with his girlfriend. I thought this was the kind of thing that TV shows like this absolutely loved. I thought this was, generally good news if you're MTV or something, right?
He's announcing this breakup like a second plane has hit a tower.
It's unbelievable, the vibe. Whereas actually you would be like, hey, guess what happened?
Jordan's back on the market,
bit of juicy news from Casa de Jordan. Looks like he's broken up with Penelope.
Yeah.
But no, it's like, I think Jordan's career is over now.
Yeah.
He's no longer with Penelope. I don't know how to tell you all this.
And he's got less hair than he did.
He's got less hair. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's over.
No! We're supposed to be helping him, says Brittany. And then her brother, who was disguised as a laundry basket, springs up and flees out of the room.
It's like a transformer. It's like Roll Out, He's sort of this laundry basket, just sort of the arms swing out and the head pops up, and it's little Cooper. Wow, you must feel horrible. He chitters and scampers away like a little goblin.
We cut to Brittany arriving at Natasha's house.
Yes,
she meets her mum.
Because in all this excitement, Brittany has lost touch with Natasha and hasn't spoken to her in ages.
Yeah. Her mum says she's so glad to see her making friends because she's shy and it's hard for Natasha to make friends. It turns out that her dad is actually a stationery salesman and Natasha's backstory is all lies.
Yes.
So she goes up to her room. Natasha is hating on Brittany for taking all the credit for ruining Jordan's life. Is there anything you won't do to be the centre of attention? She says, and they have a big argument about being liars and if they're fabulous or not.
Oh, I'm not really a Jordan Cahill fan. Please, you love him.
I lived with my dad in Europe. I'm fabulous. Your parents aren't even divorced. Your dad is a salesman.
So? And I never said they were. And I am fabulous. It's the only reason you even talk to me.
I talked to you because I felt sorry for you.
You talked to me because you thought I was cool.
More like pathetic.
Okay, well, if I'm so pathetic, then how come you're so desperate to be just like me? Nice outfit. Yeah, I want to be different. I want to stand out. Well, newsflash, there's absolutely nothing unique about you.
It's not true.
Calling me a liar? Your life's a lie.
I should have never listened to you. I should have just given the phone back when I wanted to.
Oh, like this is all my fault?
There's absolutely nothing unique about you, says Natasha.
Yeah, and Brittany's like, that's not true.
That's impossible.
That's impossible.
That's exactly what it's like. So Brittany flees in tears. Yeah. And then brilliantly, I think this is one of my favourite bits of the movie, we get a montage of flashbacks of their great friendship set to A Whatever Life by Hayley Duff.
Oh, okay. I didn't realise it was an extant song.
Well, I looked it up because I thought this song sounded like a little bit too real, like not too good. It's not very Audio Network. Yeah, and it's
like this isn't just some Audio Network picked out by Bret the Hitman.
No, it isn't. This is a Hayley Duff original, and it's A Whatever Life.
Nice.
So anyway, at the end of this, Brittany, realising the folly of her ways and her hubris, she phones Eddie and apologises for everything, says, I'm really sorry, I'll give you the phone back. But it turns out things have already got bad. Eddie says, I wish you'd called me about this slightly earlier because I had to tell Jordan the truth because he wanted to know where his phone was. And he found out. It's weird that this happened off camera because it seems like it would have been a pivotal scene.
Pivotal scene in the movie.
Yeah, but Eddie says over the phone to Brittany, Jordan found out that his life was being controlled by two teenagers. In fact, the more I think about it, the more outrageous this is because the whole crux of this drama is, oh boy, what's Jordan going to think when he realises that his life is being controlled by two teenage girls?
Imagine if in Titanic you had the whole sort of build-up on the ship and then you sort of cut to someone in England going, did you hear the Titanic
reading
sank?
A newspaper. It happens in Downton Abbey. Just show that scene from Downton Abbey.
Yeah. Were there any survivors? Oh, it seems this woman Rose survived, but
Jack sadly passed away.
Off the door. No, terrible business.
Roll credits.
Well, thanks for watching our film. That's our film, everyone. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for coming out, everyone.
We were going to do a ship sinking scene. James Cameron has unfortunately had to start work on Avatar.
James Cameron is unfortunately buried in a pile of erotic Na'vi fan art
of his own design.
He's at the bottom of the Mariana Trench in a submarine with Na'vi fan art, so he will
says,
be down there. We can't reach him.
No matter what you hear, do not come
come into the Mariana Trench.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say So
it's absolute. It's really bizarre. But Jordan has received this news and reacted to it off camera, Eddie tells Brittany that Jordan has stormed off and he has disappeared. He's
run away.
He's run away. He's gone missing.
Like a small child.
Yeah. Manager Len, when he hears this news, recruits 2 goons.
Yeah, he's got a couple of thugs on payroll.
They grab Eddie and they say
they frog march him out of the fountain that he's in.
We're all going on a quest to bring Jordan back. Len is going as well.
Yeah, he's activated Find My iPhone on Jordan's
phone. So he says that high-end phones have a global tracker so you never lose them. And Eddie, realising that this was one of his many, many options for finding the phone quickly, is flabbergasted. He can't believe this. He's like, that was an option? I don't
Another
believe
plot
it.
hole sealed.
Yeah.
What, you think you know better than me, the director of this film, Rowdy Roddy Piper?
So Brittany is sat on a bench in a park. This is the point in the film where basically the whole thing turns into a series of long, slow bicycle chases.
Yeah.
So we can probably start to breeze through it. Brittany's on a bench and Jordan phones her. He's remarkably chill about the hacking of his personal data. She says that he's accessed his lyrics, but that they're incredible and should be recorded. Jordan says that the record company owns him and his next 6 albums. And he has to do what Len says. So he has no choice. He can't be the free coffee house POTUS that he believes himself to be.
Flying around on Coffee House Air Force One.
In the background of the shots of Brittany, we see Len's minivan pull up behind Brittany. Len has now decided to sort of become a cartoon Scooby-Doo villain and give chase in a minivan with Eddie and 2 hired thugs.
Yeah, there's a chase. It's madcap, the music tells us. Brittany gets home and Natasha is in her room waiting to apologise. They hug and make up and they tell each other the truth.
Yes.
And Brittany says, I think that Jordan loved everything we did except for the threats and the extortion.
Apart from that, I think he loved it. So here's the tension here. The big rally to save the old house or whatever, is in 1 hour.
Yeah.
But how are they going to get Jordan there? Because Jordan is currently hiding out from Len and his goons. But don't worry, Natasha says that she has an idea. They get ready to leave, but first Brittany's like, oh, hang on, first let me just...
She feels like someone's just walked over her grave.
Yeah, first let me just, as I have to do every 30 or 45 seconds or so, kick my weirdo brother out of my room. She flings open the cupboard, but he's not there. That's weird. That's odd. And then they leave the room, and as she leaves the room, she closes the door, and we see that Cooper is actually hanging off the back of her door.
On the coat hook. Somehow he's managed to hang himself from the back of his collar on the coat hook, and he goes, yes, for some reason. Now, okay, so this is impossible, because we see the back of the door at the start of this scene. It's ajar when she enters the room. And Natasha was in the room when she entered.
Natasha would have seen Cooper. No, oh my God. Maybe Natasha put Cooper up there.
Maybe they're in cahoots.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the only reason she wanted to get close to Brittany, to allow Cooper to have more avenues to invade her
maybe
privacy.
Cooper approached Natasha with a business proposition. I have a business proposition for you, Natasha. Make friends with my sister. Achieve ingress into her bedroom and leave the door unlocked.
Yeah, so that's fun.
It's like all these decoms have weird running jokes that they go back to. You know, mum can't cook, or like the brother loves hacking, or like something like this. But the regularity with which they go back to Cooper being inside Brittany's room it's really full on.
It's like 6 or 7 times throughout the
and
movie.
it's a movie that's an hour and 18 minutes long. So, you know, it's like a large percentage of this film is her chasing Cooper out of her room or finding him lying silently under the bed.
Moving through the vents like tombs.
So they go to leave the house. This is Brittany and Natasha now. They open the front door. Mm-hmm. It's Eddie and Len. Oh no.
The chase picks back up again.
Yeah, they turn and flee out the back garden, screaming and waving their arms around the whole time. They hop a fence into the neighbours. Yeah. They fall. It looks like they crush a cat, judging by the sound effects, but no time.
Yeah, sure. They run out into the street, and the brother turns up with a bike. He says, I thought you might need this. She's like, but how did you know? And he says, don't worry, I was hanging on the back of your door, just listening and watching and breathing. She's like, great.
Brittany says, that's great. Thank you so much. And then, confusingly, they put on bicycle helmets, and the minivan drives past.
Yeah.
The minivan that's looking for them.
Yeah.
And so I think we're led to believe that them putting on bike helmets is enough of a disguise that the minivan doesn't see them. Even though
they have a GPS.
Even though they have a GPS lock on the phone. Because they're tracking Jordan's phone, and Natasha and Brittany have Jordan's phone. Also, they are 2 girls getting onto bikes round the back of Brittany's house, where they just found them. And also, they are wearing all the same clothes they have already seen Brittany in, like, just moments ago.
Yep. And they're quite distinctive, these two girls. I think you'd probably spot them.
Yeah. Also, it's not a busy street. Like, if you see two teen girls, they're probably the ones you're looking for. And also, your GPS thing is going...
Anyway, they cycle off.
The phone is right here. But fine.
It's going, your phone is at 123 Orange Blossom. Your phone is at 124 Orange Blossom. Your phone is at 125 Orange Blossom. It's like that specific. Your phone is stopped in the middle of the street on a bike.
Your phone is putting on a bicycle helmet. Your phone is cycling away in front of you. The phone is like,
clearly,
I wish I had hands so that I could, like, point. It's there. The phone is there. Yeah. I'm doing such a good job
right there.
I'm doing such a good job at locating this phone. It's right there.
So the girls cycle off. Natasha's on the phone to the news networks.
Everyone's on the phone. Everyone's on the phone all the time.
Promising exclusives. Stuck in the Middle with You by Steelers Wheel
so
starts playing.
Weird.
Like, this is post Reservoir Dogs, you know. So
yeah.
So I don't know. The girls stop for ice cream, it seems, because Natasha requires a cone.
Maybe this is the point at which maybe Eddie and Len actually got in the house and cut off their ear and set them on fire.
Cut off Jordan Cahill's ear.
Oh, you want a new image, do you? How about this?
Well, here's one. Jordan Cahill, the one-eared on fire pop singer.
He can no longer do that thing where he, like, pushes his finger up against his ear to sort of hear his own harmonies, because his ear is gone. Also, he's on fire and dead.
Yeah, so his all sounds all wrong. Yeah. He's actually in a diner 2 blocks away wearing the world's ugliest hat. He takes it off to reveal the world's ugliest haircut. His meal came with a free Jordan Cahill bobblehead doll inside. Everyone in the diner realises who he is. And then the girls see him with a pursuing mob.
Yeah.
He's doing a very slow jog, and a bunch of girls are doing a very slow jog.
But they've sped up the footage, which, needless to say, does not convince you, the viewer, that this is happening at speed. It just makes you think that, like, they miscalculated the film, and it turned out, I don't know, the Mickey Mouse Club was coming on in half an hour, so they were like, we need this film actually to be sort of 2 minutes shorter, so can we just accelerate several of the scenes?
Hey, American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, director of this film, could you wrap this up a little quicker? Sure thing. No, not a problem.
So Brittany and Natasha pass Jordan on the street. I told you this is a series of slow bicycle chases.
Slow bicycle chases.
They pass Jordan fleeing on foot from a gang of slow-moving teens. They say, come with us, we'll hide you. And then we smash cut to them having taken refuge in a plastic tunnel.
They're hiding in a pipe.
They're hiding in a pipe in a kid's playground.
Yeah.
Like a big plastic pipe. It's not exactly clear how they've evaded the slow-moving teens, because they were keeping pace when they were on a bicycle.
Handily, yeah.
But, you know, it doesn't matter.
They swap phones back, but before they do, the girls hold the 2 phones together and say, file sent. Hit universal send.
Oh, here, I think this belongs to you.
Oh, thank you. And as nice as this is, pink just isn't my color.
Then what was that you were wearing in the Take My Heart video? Before you get too attached, just one quick thing. Britt? File sent. Hit universal send.
All right, now the whole world has your lyrics to more than me.
So you know that thing that phones do where you can send it, you can CC the entire world on a file transfer.
Yeah, you can like Bluetooth something to the entire planet.
Yeah, you just...
you have to be careful not to hit that button.
Yeah, the universal send button.
Yeah, universal send.
Yeah, it's weird that they include that, but what they've done is they've emailed or possibly texted or possibly SMS'd.
MMS. They've MMS. Do you remember MMS?
They've MMS'd Jordan's lyrics to the entire world, and now the whole world...
It's going to cost them all £2 to receive.
The world economy collapses.
As everyone is charged £2 simultaneously.
Yeah, Sprint Mobile becomes the most valuable company in the world.
They ascend to America's throne. No longer is Jordan Cahill the icon of America.
Now
it's
the CEO of Sprint Mobile.
It's that gecko from Geico.
Yeah. So now the whole world has the lyrics to More Than Me.
Yeah.
We see a bunch of girls looking at their phones and screaming.
This, again, it's like that kind of split screen grid of like, I'll tell 2 friends and you tell 2 friends, as the news spreads throughout America. The grid of teen girls receiving Jordan's lyrics on their phones, however, is quite funny because it fills up the screen, like block by block, but they only filmed about 5 or 6 teens.
Yeah.
So
it's a lot of the same teens.
It's like, it's the same teens popping up in like different parts of the screen.
Oh, man.
And that's not me trying to sort of roast it on a podcast. I've noticed something that isn't obvious, but it's like a little goof. It's really clear. Like, you can't miss that this is like the same 5 children.
Oh,
it's brilliant.
They were trying.
But anyway, Len receives these lyrics.
Yeah, and he sort of scrolls through,
BlackBerry.
and we finally get to see these incredible lyrics that Jordan has written. And the problem with this is that they've sort of written themselves into a corner with this, because they've said that Jordan writes these incredible, transcendent, artistic lyrics full of longing and pain that are sort of above anything else that he's been doing in his career. He's a real artist, a real poet. So they've written.
Yeah, he's a little Jeff Buckley.
Yeah,
but he's being forced to be a Bieber.
But the problem is now they have to show us these lyrics, which means that the writer of this film, the writer of Stuck in the Suburbs, the Disney Channel original movie, now has to write lyrics which are artistic and moving, and
now has to inhabit Jeff Buckley.
Yeah.
And channel his genius.
So this is what they finished on.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Take away the lonely pain, and you help me rise above the flames. Been so lost, baby, now I'm found. Since you've been gone. No additional lyrics.
Since you've been gone. They're like, wait a minute.
Hang on.
All these lyrics are plagiarized.
Not only are they bad, they just don't mean anything.
No, they don't mean anything at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Andy, you have to imagine Jordan Cahill in his basement with his acoustic guitar and his cut glass voice.
Well,
soulfully and tenderly singing it into a close mic.
The other problem with this, and it's a big one, is that Jordan...
Can't wait to hear this.
Jordan only writes lyrics. The music is still the same. And the music is like... yeah,
that's like... yeah, he can write whatever he wants. He can write all these... but it's still going to have like... girl, baby, oh, girl. Like, in the background.
Yeah, it could be like...
Right.
It could be the darkest Jeff Buckley-esque lyrics ever, and it's still set to like an NSYNC.
I heard there was a secret chord, oh baby, that Joseph played and it pleased the Lord.
Yeah, I mean, they never really address...
David played and it pleased the Lord. Sorry, Leonard.
Yeah.
Right, go on.
They never addressed that it's just like this poppy background, and he's going to be over it being like, and she weeps on my arm, walking to the bright lights in sorrow. Oh, drink a bit of wine, we both might go tomorrow, oh, my love. And the rain is falling, and I believe my time has come. Yeah, it's like, wow, this is really dissonant, Jordan. This doesn't fit. Yeah.
Well, what can I say?
I might leave behind and a film drown my name. So easy to know and forget with this kiss. I'm not afraid to go, but it goes so slow.
Yeah, I don't think Jordan Cahill's Phase 2 career is going to
work out. No. Anyway, so Eddie realises that these are Jordan's lyrics and that he's premiering it this afternoon. They see the bike.
Somehow the message with the lyrics also contains the information that Jordan is going to be premiering his new look and phase and single at this crappy old house on the corner of nowhere.
Yeah, the one that was CC'd to everyone in the world.
Everyone in the world.
So they see
Tony Blair has this message.
America's enemies have it. At home and abroad.
Now they know where Jordan's going to be.
The goons all see the bike and the pipe. The goons run into the pipe and start fighting each other for a bit, but Jordan isn't there. It's just the phone.
They've finally evaded them.
We cut to the girls and Jordan driving to the event. I'm trusting you two. I owe you that much, says Jordan in the car of the girls who stole his phone and ruined his life.
Yeah, Jordan confesses that he too grew up in the suburbs and discovers that Brittany writes her own music.
I spent the whole time desperate to find a way out. Now that I'm out, I don't know what I'm searching for.
An island of hope in a sea of sameness?
Hey, that's pretty good. Maybe you mind if I use that sometime?
It's not mine. It's Brittany's. She writes songs.
No, I don't.
Just two.
Does not.
Just two.
Do not.
Just two.
Does not.
Just two.
Do not.
Just two.
Okay, maybe a little. But not like you.
Well, I certainly hope it's something you're going to pursue.
Someday, if I ever get it.
You can be stuck anywhere, but you can't blame the location. You can only blame yourself. The suburbs are just a state of mind.
Sorry.
An island of hope in the sea of sameness is just the lyric that keeps on giving.
Yeah, right.
The great lyric that everyone agrees is great.
It's beautiful. Meanwhile, though, at the rally for the crappy old house, a poisonous mood has gripped the assembles crowd.
The mum is trying to convince people the house is good. President Truman did a shit here once, she says.
A woman frothing at the mouth shouts, "We don't care about your stupid old house. We want Jordan!"
Yeah.
And the crowd kind of takes this up as
the crowd is starting to get ugly.
Yeah, but luckily, don't worry, because then in a car, Jordan actually arrives.
Yeah.
Brittany's mum and dad are starstruck by Jordan. They're not even at all interested or concerned to know how he appears to be so close with their daughter and
With their teen daughter, this 35-year-old man.
and how they arrived together. They're just like, oh, wow, cool, Jordan.
Cahill.
Trippy, woo. So Jordan Cahill heads behind the old house.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's just an old house, right? So there's no stage here.
No, it's an old house he's never seen before.
Yeah, so he goes behind the house and everyone's waiting in front of the house. And what he's going to do is walk out onto the sort of second floor or first floor, depending on how you count floors, balcony of this old house. Because it's, it's kind of got that
It's got like a running wraparound balcony.
Yeah, he's going to go out onto the balcony and he's going to do the greatest damn pop show you ever... The Beatles on the Roof is going to have nothing on this.
Yeah.
But he stood there behind, kind of psyching himself up for this, but he's a bit nervous. But Brittany comes and has a chat with him. Brittany is like, oh, hey, I forgot one thing, and goes to get him a guitar. He was going to go out there with no guitar. He was going to go out there and just
he's going to recite
beat poetry, his new lyrics.
He's going to recite his spoken words poetry, which is what his lyrics are. It's his new phase.
Just going to say to the audience, hey, can I get a beat? And they're going to be like,
bop, doo-wop, bop. Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah.
So Eddie has been dispatched by the manager to try and stop Jordan from performing.
Yeah, Len and the goons and Eddie, they arrive here because this information was in the MMS.
Eddie is like, well, are you going to throw everything away that we've worked for? But he's like, he apologizes, but it's like, this is what I've got to do. And then Eddie's like, well, I'm going to do what I've got to do. And then he walks up to the balcony like he's going to throw himself off. But in actual fact, he introduces Jordan. Yeah. No! Screams Len.
Oh, also, when we see Len scream and do this good sort of Darth Vader, no! Also, the sad reporter from the news is here.
Oh, yeah.
He's also, and he's, looking very serious.
This is a grim set to his jaw.
So, Jordan takes what I guess passes for the stage on this. I've written down that I thought it would be so choice if Jordan played one chord and then fell through the rotten balcony of this ropey old house.
Was impaled on a shard of wood
in front of the world's best.
Just a rotten plank emerging from his mouth.
And the mum's like, wow, this house probably should have been condemned.
This house isn't safe at all. So while the paramedics are working on Jordan,
there's nothing to be done. He's fully in half.
No, what he actually does is he walks up to the balcony and then he starts bad-mouthing the cause. He's like, oh, this is kind of a crappy cause. It's not the biggest cause in the world, but hey, it's probably still important to someone, am I right? Anyway.
Yeah, that's right. He's like, hey, look.
Thanks, J-Man.
I get it. I'm Jordan Cahill. Why am I
promoting
this crappy old house or whatever?
Brittany returns with the thing that she forgot. As Luke pointed out, it's a guitar. He says...
So he's like, oh, good. This will be helpful for me when I do my song. So he begins playing. He is immediately joined by a drummer, electric guitarist, and several backup vocalists.
We don't see them at all. At this point, his left hand doesn't move at all. There's another montage of the girls' friendship to this song. We get another shot of the house, and it turns out there's a whole band on the lower deck of the house.
Yeah.
Who now? I don't know where they came from. How they're amplified.
I don't know where
how they learned this song.
Where they came from. I don't know how they got. Yeah, it's a new song. Famously, it's a song that only exists in Jordan's head.
Yep. And
anyway, we've got to hear some of this song anyway, haven't we?
Only your love can make me believe I could be something more, so much more than me. So much more than
Anyway, the song sucks and it goes on for ages. There's a key change and his hand doesn't move again. The girls are dancing, everyone's having a nice time. The song ends, his hand didn't move once. The girls hug, and then we cut.
His hand didn't move
at all. We cut to Ashbrook House. It's been restored. One family is having a picnic on the lawn. A frisbee is thrown. So I guess you're now allowed to be in the sort of yard of the house. So
a big win for the community, clearly.
Huge win for the community. People walk around coffeeless without gas in their cars.
They're like, wow, I should go for a Dunkin' right now.
Guess I'll just sit down on the lawn of this house. I can't go in it, but I can be in.
Look at this toilet. Truman shit in it.
Truman did a shit in that. We cut to...
Here's where Jordan Cahill died.
That's... They weren't able to get his body off the...
So it's still there. As a grim warning to other pop stars. not to change their image.
Yeah, Beyonce hasn't been back. So we cut to the suburbs. The soccer team is in the car.
Yeah.
Brittany's on the...
This scene mirrors one of the opening scenes.
Yeah, Brittany's on the phone and she's like, come to New York this weekend, Jordan. I don't know, things are kind of busy. So Jordan is now inviting this teenage girl to come and stay with him in New York. Bit weird.
Yeah, bit weird. However, the soccer team, they all spill into the house again and onto the sofa. Natasha has now joined the soccer team, so she is ingratiated with the social group. They gather once more to see a new Jordan video. And the Jordan music video is queued up on the TV. And then, very confusingly, the music video starts. And now, Eddie is Jordan.
Well, Jordan died, didn't he?
Eddie has... Yes, true. Eddie has taken over the mantle of Jordan.
Eddie is now Jordan. He is...
Now, if you didn't think that the actor playing Jordan was a convincing
pop
teen
idol.
heartthrob pop
Wait
idol,
until you get a load of Eddie.
Wait until you see Eddie strutting around by this fountain doing his thing. The thing that feels so cruel about this is it's the last thing in the film.
Yeah.
It's like the film is like farting in the lift just as it gets out. You know?
Eddie, who was like, saw everything that Jordan went through and he had the thing with Len. Len was like, you'll never work in this town again. He's now somehow been placed into Jordan's role.
Which presumably involves Len.
It's the same music video. They're still jigging around in a fountain.
Yeah.
The backup dancers now are all Brittany and Natasha and all their friends. So,
and if he's now Jordan, then presumably that's in keeping with the 6 record deal.
So Eddie is serving out Jordan's sentence at the record company.
I get it. Well, yeah, actually, I suppose that's it. Yeah, I mean, it's a really, really sad ending for Eddie.
Yeah.
He's consigned. While Jordan, the real Jordan, the original Jordan, is Jeff Buckleying it up in New York.
Yeah.
You know, playing probably cool jazz clubs and basements.
Hopelessly addicted to heroin.
Yeah, but, you know, in a fashionable way.
Yeah, right. And so he's doing that on the New York underground scene.
Yeah.
And Eddie, who looks amazingly awkward and out of place in this video, is now a pop
Eddie
idol.
is imprisoned, forced to produce 6 records for Len.
Both his ears have been forcibly pierced.
Have been sliced off in a reservoir.
Set on fire. The girls are all doing the dance routine in the living room as the music video plays. They all run to the sofa and collapse in fits of giggles. The song plays a bit more. We pan out, and then the film ends.
And then that's it.
Yeah, the film ends.
That's it. And then the film ends. It's an absolutely wild thing to drop in at literally the last 5 seconds. Eddie subsumes the role of Jordan. Yeah. Did you really think you were the first Jordan? Thaw out another Jordan. This one's all used up.
Yep. And then Sergeant Slaughter, the director of this film, brushes his hands together and is like, job done. Another great one in the can.
That's a movie, brother.
Okay. Brief summing up thoughts on this movie. Do you have any?
I liked it.
I thought it was good. I liked it. It's rubbish.
It's rubbish, but I liked it.
I think there's something very watchable about seeing the Disney Channel with no money trying to tell a story about a
fabulously wealthy
and successful pop icon. And basically everything that is funny to me about this film all flows from that source. And it's enjoyable. I also think pretty solid performances from the 2 leads.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Danielle Panabaker, who plays Brittany, and Brenda Song, who we mentioned earlier, who plays Natasha. Yeah, you know, they're really watchable. They've got charisma. You're kind of rooting for their friendship.
Yeah, their friendship is very sweet. The little montages you get of their friendship are genuinely quite nice and moving. And Taron Killam, again, very good comedian, very good in the role. I think he doesn't necessarily look like a pop idol, but, you know, I think he does the best with what he's given.
And what more can you ask for in these movies, honestly?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty fun stuff. Right. Can I read you some emails, Andy?
Oh, please do.
Okay.
One thing about Taron Killam, he's, I think, currently playing King George in Hamilton on Broadway.
Really?
Which is quite fun. Yeah.
Holy cats, that's amazing.
Would you like to hear Taron Killam's most recent tweet?
I don't know. Yeah, go on then.
In Hyrulean, sage means never stands next to you in battle, will always activate when you try to pick up apples. # Tears of the Kingdom.
What?
Yeah.
This is amazing. Taron!
The one before that was # Tears of the Kingdom. Every boss will require 7,300 arrows to defeat them. There are only 12 arrows in the game.
I'm here for Taran's
love
Tears
Taran
of the Kingdom
Killam.
satire.
This is great.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. There are all the arrows you need.
Yeah.
There's plenty. I don't know what Taran's doing, but like
Tears of the Kingdom, more like Taran's of the Killam.
oh man, that's brilliant. Okay. Let me read you this email from Alison W. Thank you, Alison. As always, everyone can get in touch with the podcast if they want to by emailing mumcan'tcookpod@gmail.com. Alison W. writes, Andy and Luke, I have a possible theory on why Ariel, in
Ariel Cola,
stepsister from Planet Weird, was able to calculate the volume of the swimming pool.
Okay.
Everyone on Zircalon are experts in fluid mechanics. Oh. In fluid mechanics and in general physics, liquids and gases are both considered fluids. So, the equations that I use to calculate the volume of a gas are the same for the volume of a liquid. Whoa. The reason the inhabitants of Zircalon need to understand fluid mechanics is that it's necessary for their survival. For example, surface tension explains how bubbles are formed and why they pop. Their learning of fluid mechanics would be similar to us learning human anatomy, but since bubbles are so much more fragile, it's more important for them to be experts in it. So there you go. Are you convinced? Does this explain away all your concerns?
I take back everything I said. It's airtight. No pun intended.
I really like the idea that on Zircalon they're teaching fluid mechanics, but like not just for its own academic sake, but in a kind of you'll die if you don't know this.
Yeah, it's like health class at school.
And it's like sex education, because it's like, here's how a new bubble is made.
Here's how much fluid mechanics you need to make a baby bubble.
Yeah, to make a baby bubble. Yeah. That's nice. Also, thank you very much, Michael, for this email, who is writing in about whether porridge is soup. I'm writing in support of Andy's universal theory of soup. Andy is correct. Yeah. Porridge comes from the word pottage or a thick soup. Not only that, but I'd like to point you to this recipe for golden soup from 1430. And then Michael includes the recipe for golden soup from 1430. It's in Old English, so I can't read it. But it's like soup's dory, take good almond milk, draw with wine.
Wow, it's got almond milk in it.
Yeah.
Is it vegan?
Well, hang on, it's got wine. Let him boil to gederis and cast pertus, saffron and salt. I don't know. But Michael luckily explains, I don't know how good your Middle English is, I think you just heard, but that's medieval cinnamon toast crunch in almond milk, with a few other additions like wine and saffron. It's described as good pottage.
Sounds great. So yeah, I think you've been put in your place pretty heavily.
And crucially, I think, well, you know what? I'm inclined to say I have. We did a poll, didn't we, on our on the Mum Can't Cook Extra Helpings page that supporters of the show can vote on. Shall I tell you now what where it stands? Yeah. Oh my God! Is porridge soup?
Yeah.
50%.
What?
Say yes, it's an oat soup, like Andy said. 50% say no, I'm with Luke on this one.
Oh my!
It is a dead heat.
Dead heat.
A lot of votes.
Damn.
But a dead heat.
Well.
That is wild. Okay, well, you know what? If you're not already, go to patreon.com/extra helpings. You can join our Patreon and you can vote.
You can
or
tip.
If you have already joined but not voted,
yeah.
you got to,
tip the balance in favour of truth that porridge is a soup.
Michael, I appreciate your reasoning, but it just feels
good. Correct.
Deeply
correct is how that sentence finishes.
Deeply correct. Thank you everyone for your emails. That was great. If you would like to leave a review for this podcast, we think that would be just swell and dandy. And you can do that on iTunes. You can leave a message on Spotify. You can rate 5 stars on Spotify as well. Andy, you know what I'm going to ask you, don't you?
I sure do.
What decom are we going to do next?
Luke, next episode of Mum Can't Cook, we will be doing Alley Cat Strike.
Whoa, a classic!
From the year 2000. I will read you the description from Disney+.
Yes, please.
When an annual inter-school competition ends in a draw, the organisers turn to bowling to break the tie. 4 outcast teens with a love for the lanes are thrust into the spotlight along with the most popular and athletic kid in school, who has never bowled a day in his life.
Uh-oh, are these bowling nerds going to be able to win round a natural athlete? I imagine so.
A national athlete, jock, and they're
better.
better.
I imagine he won't have much trouble adapting to bowling. It will probably be straightforward.
Well, I guess we'll find out, won't we?
In Alley Cat Strike. So that's coming up in 2 weeks. If you cannot wait for more Mum Can't Cook, then, of course, Extra Helpings will be coming out exclusively for patrons next Monday with another recap episode of So Weird.
Yep.
Right, Andy, I can't think of anything else that we need to say, except that, to me, you are an island of hope in a sea of sameness.
Ah, well, Luke, to me, you are an island of crouton in a sea of soup.
Damn it!
So, and I'm having that for breakfast. So what do you think about that?
I think that you winding me up on purpose has just put the jumping ship music in my head again.
Luke, I'm very sorry about that, but I have an MP3 here you should listen to that I think is going to make it all okay.
Okay, all right, well, let me hear it, because frankly, you owe me an apology. Oh, no! Oh, my God, no!
Thanks for listening, folks. We'll catch you next time.